I think we just timed out a little bit there, guys. I had to just double check in the stream. So, dudes, I think it was about an 8-9 kilometer lead-in section there. Neutralized start. Super, super slow here. But yeah, riding at a moderate pace. Guys, you know what's happening today? Today's easy day. Today is going to be generally easy day. Got to turn my phone down here, boys. I see Jim's in the mix early here. Jim from Las Vegas. He's got a little flyer on Ghana today at 125 to 1. Hoping he'll turn this stage into a 30K time trial at the end. Don's in the mix. I'm here. Where's everyone else? Let's jump in, guys. It's Thursday morning. What is it for me? I think it's about 20 after 6:18 a.m. Mountain Standard Time in Alberta. We do have winds at 22 kilometers an hour out of the west. So this is over their left shoulder. Guys, we will be sticking very, very close to the shoreline. So we might get some wind interference today. We'll soon see. And who else? Ooh, sorry guys, I just screwed that up. Lost my live chat. Here's the live chat. Dude, Anatoly Kovenya here. In the mix, dude. Thanks for finding the channel here. You're gonna get some love hearts from me. There we go, dude. Dude, so I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different day today. Here, I'm gonna refresh this right away. Let's get things going here. We're only 2 kilometers in. We're in the province of Salerno right now. I'll pull up some maps here. We've got Tour Tracker rocking as well. Attacks off the front already. Lotto Intermarché finally goes on an attack. Actually, it might have just been a fun little TV attack. He got out of the saddle, sprinted about 30 yards, looked back, shut her down. Trying to figure out who this is right now. Lotto Intermarché, obviously that's Arnaud Delis's team, and he abandoned the race. That is Lennart van Eetvelt, guys. This guy is probably a top 10 contender for this race. I'll go through that in a little bit. So, dudes, I am looking at Tour Tracker right now. Guys, you can see... Dudes, give me 1 second here. I need to check things. Okay, we're good. I'm on camera. You can see the map at the top. On Tour Tracker right now, it does say there's a very strong wind blowing across the race at the moment. It's coming a bit from the front, as well as that appears to be discouraging anyone from trying to trigger a breakaway. Dudes, they had a brutal day yesterday. Actually, you're funny too. 20 after 6 this morning, Lennart van Eetvelt jumps away, but he's not serious about launching a break. He punches the pedals a few times, smiles, looks over his shoulder, drops back. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. It was just kind of a fun attack today. Interesting start, guys. I'll jump to the maps here. Where are we? We're in Italy. We're in Italy, guys. Let's take a little zoom in here. I've had a good look at this morning, guys. So today the stage goes from Paestum to Naples. 141 kilometers, virtually no climbing. We do have a Category 4 climb. It's only worth 3 points, I believe. Yeah, 3, 2, and 1 points towards the KOM jersey. So the first 3 riders over. I'm sure we'll see a breakaway ripping along up there at some point. Pablo Sevilla. Diego Pablo Sevilla has no concerns today. He's got 42 points. Second highest place is Igor Arieta from yesterday's exploits. He picked up 18 points for taking on the Category 2 climb yesterday. I think it was the Vigiano, the Grand Vigiano, I think is what it was called. Just getting caught up. So, dudes, we got that Category 4 climb. Whip-de-doo. It's going to set up a breakaway somehow. We do have a sprint point here at intermediate sprint point Brusciano. 8:12.853. Probably goes down to 1 points there. So we're going to see the sprinters come out and play for that one if a breakaway doesn't take it. Then we have the Red Bull KM. 15 points again for first place. 8.5 and 3. 6.4 and 2 time bonifications. Very interesting, guys. Back to the maps. We know we love maps here. So we are traveling from Paestum. I'm going to say called Paestum. I think that's what it's called. Paestum. Dudes, really cool place. I don't think I've ever heard of this place before. We started right in Paestum. We'll be going along the shoreline here all the way up to Naples. That's the red dot I got up here. This is actually Naples itself. Where's the name of Naples? Yeah, here it is. So Naples is right here. I just put that as our finishing point. That's what I decided. But dude, we go right past Vesuvius. We go right past Vesuvius here. You can see the big pimple here, the big explosion, the wiped out Pompeii down below it's here way back when. There's lots of little exploration sites, little museums nearby. I'm actually looking for the name Pompeii if it shows up here. It is Pompeii, right? Isn't it? I I think so. But yeah, I mean, look at that there. That thing built up and just let go. Yeah, kind of scary. Very scary. It looks completely dormant now. There are some paths that go up to it from either side. This path here kind of stops. I don't know, it does continue. So it's more established. Then you can get right to the top here and take a look down and below into the Vesuvius here. You can see there's nothing going on down there. Could come back to life. It could. So that's Vesuvius there. Now what's interesting about Paestum, a major archaeological site. However, it's not really Roman. It's Greek. Dudes, let me just figure out where I am. Back down here. So let's take a look. You can see I've already looked at stuff this morning. So this is Paestum itself. The gymnasium, the Temple of Neptune. Dude, let's have a quick look at this guy. The Temple of Neptune here, guys. Still standing. The columns, the arches are all still there. Pretty amazing, really. So this is Greek times when they settled southern Italy way back when, before the Romans came along. The stuff's still there. I'm sure the Romans just took it over and they probably renamed them. This was probably called, they probably renamed this to what? The Temple of Poseidon later? What do you think? Put it into Roman gods? I bet you that's what they did. Okay, all you history buffs, classical studies people. So we've got the Temple of Hera. And actually it's the Basilica of Hera. This one. Wow, still super well preserved, you guys. Really well preserved. Love it. Dude, I got to check this place out. Temple of Hera, Basilica of Hera, Temple of Neptune, and then we got the Temple of Athena, I think it was, up here. There were some people dancing around here earlier on today. We got the gymnasium. This looks like the original city that was probably here. All the little buildings and walls that are still there. There's like a big amphitheater here, I think. Yeah, it's an amphitheater. Take a look at this. Oh, I should be able to go right in there. Here, I'm going to drag myself in here, guys. Let's take a look from here. Yeah, here we go. A little bit of an amphitheater build-up, seating for people. Maybe they just had performances down here. Maybe they slaughtered each other. We're not really sure at this point. The second one sounds more exciting to me. Just kidding. Gonna back out a little bit more, guys. And then what I also saw too, obviously you got your pizza places. Oh, we are having a mechanical out on course. Oh, it's a nature break. Extreme. Jonathan Milan in no rush. Looks like Uno X was doing some kind of... Oh, it's a crash. It's a crash and nature break at the same time. So these guys crashed and like, yeah, let's just take a whiz each too. There's honestly, guys, just... I wonder if they crashed because of the nature break. Milan's involved, Sobrero, Johannes Kulsit, Andreas Leknessund. 3 or 4 of the Uno X boys were there. No one's down on the ground, guys. So I think this was a kind of a low speed, bump and grind, NASCAR style. Just kind of rubbing on each other, and they kind of fell over. Okay, let's catch with the chat, guys, before I get back onto this. Okay, let's just jump out of this, and I'll get back to the race. Planet Arena, dudes. So we got the old stuff, and we got the new stuff. So I guess they put on big live concert performances here out in this big field. This would be really cool to visit because you go see, obviously, a metal rock show. Nothing light. And then afterwards, the next day, when you're hungover, you go check out all the ruins. Not even ruins. This stuff is like legit. I mean, look at the shadows here. This thing is fully upright standing, probably 2,500 years later. Right? Greek times? I don't know, 400 or 500 BC, something like that. Yeah, let's go with that. On to the racing, guys. This is our situation. So here's our Category 4 climb, 6.4 kilometers at 3%. Sleeper of a climb, guys. All the riders involved in the crash are back on their bikes, which included Milan. No one's hurt there, guys. Aaron was saying yesterday was a banger. This one starts out and looks like a snoozer. Yeah, dude, this is going to be all the action at the end. And we can have a lot of different discussions here today on whatever topics you guys like. Yeah, dudes, honestly, it was a crash caused by the nature break. That's all it was. There's already dudes standing on the side of the road, taking their whiz breaks, and it was just a slowdown, guys trying to move over. Now, Milan did hit the ground. Is that Milan? I can tell. No, that's a shorter rider. Sobrero hit the ground. Milan didn't. Kulsit did hit the ground. He's sitting on his butt right now. But the 3 Uno X riders are there together, the 2 Trek riders. Milan just slowly pacing his way on. It looks behind the neutral service car, the Shimano car. Oh, that's Sobrero. Remember, Matteo Sobrero was the dude that paced on Derek G way back, I think, on stage 2, and also helped bring Bernal and Turner back to the main peloton. Now, guys, today it's saying here on PCS, 95.2% of PCS game players picked Jonathan Milan in their team for today. Dudes, Milan, Manier, Groenewegen. There's probably another handful of sprinters we can throw in there. Mattis Mikkels, I think is his name for... God, is he for EF? The Estonian rider. He's fast. We've already seen him finish 4th once, right behind those 3. I think it's Jim. Jim from Vegas has Ghana. He's hoping Ghana goes on a long break, destroys the field with his time trialing abilities. Dude, I'd love to see that too. I love when the stages aren't what you expect them to be. Like yesterday. Like yesterday, dudes. So we've done our little, review of the maps and stuff like that. So we are heading in a northwesterly direction for most of the day. We'll be crossing over the coast of Amalfi, right here. Dude, so awesome. Like Salerno is right here. Naples is right here. Sorrento. Sorrento, there's a place in British Columbia, next door province to me. We just call it BC. There's a little town there called Sorrento. I've been there a million times. Way back in the summer, we go to the lakes there. And, dudes, I'll show you. This is how we do it here. This is how quick we do it here at Inside Cycling World. Sycamoose. So when you go to the lakes out here, yeah, I see it already. You come through the mountains. Guys, I talked about Golden, BC yesterday, the Golden Triangle. Revelstoke's another mountain town. Actually, guys, Revelstoke is where the longest paved road climb in Canada is. You can see it on the map right now. Take a look right here. It climbs right here. It's 25 kilometers long up this baby. All the way, all the way. And I think there's a final parking lot you can actually get to. Way up here. Paved all the way, 25 kilometers at 5%. I've never done this climb, and I'd love to. Talking about dams, we got the Revelstoke Dam here. I didn't even know about this dam till now. So what you do is you head through the mountains, then you could start coming into the warmer valley systems. Sycamoose is like a summer town. This is where you go to go boating, houseboating. Here's the Shuswap Villas. This whole area is called the Shuswap. Right through here, there are these long finger lakes. There's 4 arms to the lake from what I remember. You got the Shuswap Lake, and then you've got, they name these, they call them arms of the lake. And they're probably not going to show up right now, but that's okay. What's hilarious too is in the middle, there it is, the Shark Shack. There used to be a floating store out here. Temporarily closed, that's sad. And I used to hang out here all the time. I could probably find out exactly where I was. This is insanity. Probably along here. But what I wanted to show you guys is there's Sorrento. Here is Sorrento, BC, Canada. Probably named after Sorrento. You know what? And I think there is a lot of Italians that emigrated over here. Dude, love it. Absolutely love it. Back to the racing, guys. Take a look at Tour Tracker here. I'll give their location. This will show you again where we're going. We're going to be heading on the east side of Vesuvius. So here's Pastoon, the start. Along the shore all the way, guys. Then we cut inland over that Category 4. That is probably the part, that's the Amalfi Coast right there. This little chain of mountains right here. Foothills. Barely Mountains. 2 riders on the rip, guys. 2 riders are already off the rip here. For Alpecin Premier Tech, this is a real attack, guys. Eddie Plankert going, and he's got a teammate with him. Let's see who this is. Eddie Plankert and Luca Vergalito, who used to be the clone of Jude Law. He's changed his look, folks. He has changed his looks. Let me see if I can find him from yesteryears. Luca Vergalito. Can I see his old pictures? Nah, they're showing the new picture. But this guy, a couple of pictures back, totally remind me of Jude Law. Maybe not so much anymore. Maybe he's too skinny now. So 2 riders in attack. Now I'm seeing 2, actually an Astana rider and a Bardiani rider wanting to get involved. Guys, again, I think this is generally a rest day because we got some insanity coming tomorrow. And I'm going to catch up with the chat here because I'm falling way behind now. Aaron saying today is a GT day just to enjoy the sights along the route with some geological and historical interest. Yeah, Aaron, it is. I think it's mostly a rest day today for everyone. Sprinters will come out and play when they have to. There will be some opportunists who are like, dudes, now's our chance. Now is our chance. And they'll sacrifice themselves today for tomorrow. Aaron saying last kilometer could be full sketch city if it gets wet on those cobbles in the last 600 meters. So yeah, so most of these places we're going to be hitting cobbles at the finishes, guys. We had that early crash. Dave's here. Dave, guys, I had a nice chit chat with Dave last night. Actually on the phone. Dave was, he sent me a picture. Colin, I'm at the Blue Jays game. He got tickets yesterday, and I'm like, I'm full jelly, Dave. And the Blue Jays pulled it out. Last batter, bottom of the 10th inning, extra innings, walk-off grand slam by Dalton Varsho. Which, great to see because he hasn't been hitting that good lately. So hopefully he's back on. So Tampa Bay, Old Devil Rays, now the Rays. Thanks, guys, for letting me know that. They won 2 out of the 3 games, but it's just nice to see the Jays performing again. I think there's a lot of guys in that team that aren't playing probably up to their potential. Vladdy, Varsho has been off lately. Even Jimenez has been off. He's my favorite player, Jimenez. Dave's got some random music trivia. Joe Pesci and Jimi Hendrix both played guitar in the same band in the 60s. Joey D and the Starlighters, did not know that. Like, as in the Joe Pesci. That guy. Joe Pesci. Really? Empty 420. Should Giro make crashing illegal? Crashing? Illegal? Oh, Empty saying I'm sick of seeing them. Yeah, I know. We've seen some horrendous crashes. You know, although yesterday, guys, no one wants to see the crashes, but those crashes at the end between Arrieta and Eulalio, they made that finish insane. Both crashing, both almost driving off course multiple times. Arrieta going completely through the tape. I thought he was going to get hung up in it. And then fighting his way back and taking it. Dudes, so what do you guys think? The GC is almost 6.5 minutes down. Is that going to hurt Jonas? I don't think it's really going to affect the odds much, but it's really going to change up the dynamics of the race now. Because at some point, Pelizzari, the Trek boys, Jonas, they're all going to have to go on the attack at some point to try to start taking that time back. Or I guess, are they confident enough, like, you know what, dude? He's going to fail. He's going to fade so hard on one of these climbs that we just do our normal thing. Afonso Eulalio, 24 years old. We got a Jayco Alula rider here. Giant rear wheel change, guys. Got the drill out. Taking through axle, get the wheel on. Riding the Cadex rims here. Look like probably 42 mil Cadex rims. Alan Hatherley from, I think he's South African. He is South African. So he's doing a quick change. But back to Afonso here. Portuguese rider. 62 kilograms, so not ultra lightweight, but all his points so far, he doesn't have a lot of points on PCS. Wow, winning that one stage yesterday, he got 130 points, UCI points. And I wonder why he gets 20 bonus points. Maybe he gets 20 bonus because he won the stage and took the jersey. Possibly, that's what I'm thinking there. He is ranked as a GC rider and climber. I don't think many people talked about this guy before the start of the race. I did look this morning on Odds Checker. He does show up. I bet you he wasn't there yesterday. I didn't look yesterday. And, well, yeah, he didn't win yesterday's stage. He got second in yesterday's. I bet you Arrieta got 150 UCI points. I'm going to look at that in a second. 2 Alpecin Premier Tech boys up the road. They now have a 45-second lead over the race peloton here, guys. Everyone is lumped together. We got 2 riders up front. And yeah, you can see the trees blowing around quite a bit here. We're probably only a few hundred feet. Maybe 200 yards, I'm going to guess, from the shoreline. So we are getting a lot of influence off the waters there. Igor Arrieta here. Sorry, no, this is Jan Christian. Jan Christian in the white jersey. Oh, sorry, it is Igor Arrieta. I wonder if that swapped around. But yeah, back to Afonso for a second, guys. Eulalio. Dude, he can climb. He's got a lot of he's got some climbing points. I don't want to say a lot because usually you'd see 1,500, 2,000 points or something here. Guys, I just see that my OBS studio just disconnected. So hopefully we're back to live here. I think we're back to live. Yeah, we're back to live, guys. So we're talking about Eulalio earlier in the year, stage 3 of the Alula Tour. He finished second in this stage, which was an uphill finish. Kind of lumpy at the back end. So he can do well on uphill finishes. But can he hang with the GC guys? Oh, that was the stage that Yanis Fossard won, the two-door guy. Okay, he kind of came out of nowhere and shocked me on that one. So it's going to be interesting to see how his exploits yesterday affect the race. Arietta, 23 years old. Yeah, amazing race yesterday for this guy too. So for winning the stage yesterday, he got 180 points. 180 points yesterday in the stage for winning that stage. That's 180 UCI points right there in a 165-kilometer break, it says. Is that right? Yeah, he was away all day. He was in that first group that went away. And then the remnants that were left over, those two at the front. Okay, guys, let's get caught up in the chat here. 52 seconds is the gap now. Aaron saying sprint teams other than Trek should hammer it. Urine therapy seeking immediate effects. Dave, great game, right? Great game. Guys, me and Dave were texting each other during the game like, oh, it's over. It's over. Varsho came up, and I was sitting to myself going, yeah, he hasn't been hitting good lately. Not the way I've seen him hit. Walk-off grand slam. 4 runs scored. Boom. Bottom of the 10th inning. Last out is what Varsho was. There was already 2 out at that point. He had 2 strikes against him. Don't know if he had any balls at that point or not. Aaron saying, it's too bad we do not have a climb of Vesuvius today. Flocky's cheering for Malicelli. Malicelli Astana? Am I right about that? Malicelli is, yep, Matteo Malicelli right here for Astana. Definitely a sprinter here. Now, guys, like I was talking about Afonso before. What did he have? 350 climbing points. Look at this. Matteo Malicelli, he's got almost 3,000 points dedicated towards the sprint. So you know what kind of rider he is for real. Sprinter. Won the tour of Taihu Lake in 2025. He's won 6 stages at the Tour of Langkawi. Where's Eddie? Where is Eddie? We've got Langkawi talk here, Eddie. Groenewegen will be in the mix today, guys. You know, it will get heated. Eiko Bastions on the front for Soudal. He's got a big bandage on his face here. Not sure what happened to him. He's one of the main guys for Soudal that will sit on the front all day. Along with Emmanuel Gebrek-Zabier. Those two are usually at the front, and he's one of them right now. Empty saying Mattis Mikkels, who I just mentioned. Ethan Vernon for NSN Cycling. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of guys in here. X-Man. The pissing contest made the road slick and wet. Oh, Eddie is here. Tour of Azerbaijan. Queen Stage finished just a couple hours ago. Aaron saying the lemons from Amalfi, top notch, not a sour. Dude, I did not know that. Yeah, dude, that's Flocky. That's what I think. He says all the posh dudes head for the Amalfi Coast. Dude, that's as soon as I saw that name. Oh, guys, I'm on the wrong map. Let's go back to Italy. Let's get out of Canada for a second. Dude, look at this. I always think this is hilarious. Like Canada, dudes, it's really crazy how big it is. It's really crazy how big it is. Like, I mean, just take Italy, and you can probably put 3 or 4 of them inside Alberta. Probably. Just inside Alberta. Insane. This part up, probably like, I think 90% of the population like lives on the bottom. We got some here, a little bit here, and the majority of our population is right in here by Toronto. Say hi to Dave. He's right here. Here's Toronto, guys. On Lake Ontario, the Blue Jays play... Can I see the field? It's near the entertainment district here at the Rogers Center, right here. This is where the Blue Jays play, right here, guys. Dave probably knows this area super well. So I was discussing with Dave last night about traveling to Toronto to catch a ball game there. I mean, that would be my easiest trip. Not my shortest, right? Like I can get to the Rockies in 2 hours. This is probably 4 hours to get to Toronto. Staying in Canada, I got to travel further. I can get to Seattle in 1 hour. So kind of thinking about that. Later this summer, I'll do that. So there's the Planet Arena. That's Pastoon where we started. Here's the Amalfi Coast. And as Flocky said, this is where all the posh dudes go. So there's probably like just money coming out of the yin-yang here. Out of the yin-yang, guys. Back to Tour Tracker just so you guys can see what's going on. They're just trucking along the coastline here. Again, can see the trees moving around quite a bit here, guys. Flags flapping in the wind. Yeah, boys, you dug yourselves a hole. They all did it. Aaron's hoping we get some Italian boater hats today. Whitley Bay's back. Afternoon from Whitley Bay, Northeast England. Whitley, LMF 25. I was mentioning to Mom, and she said, "Oh my God, that's right beside North Shields, Colin." And I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, I know." So I was saying how close you were from where I was born. And she always makes the distinction. Well, Colin, you were born in North Shields, but you were raised in Tynemouth. I'm like, it's the same freaking place. Like, come on. Come on, Jonas. Come on. Same place. I mean, it's right there. You can't really say they're different places. It's the same. Yeah, G probably remembers Blockhouse. So, dudes, Blockhouse is tomorrow. That is going to be absolute insanity. First big GC day, guys. This is where we're going to see who the real contenders are is tomorrow on that climb at the finish. I think it's the longest stage of the race at 244 kilometers. I'm going to let you know what time it starts in the morning for me too, and see if I can wake up in time for it. Alperson's already spicing up the race. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm behind here. I'm going to catch up. Scotty Mac, morning, Colin. Great intro, brother. Italy has a lot of history. The finale will be interesting considering the finish is in Naples. The roads are a mess. Dude, yeah, like just looking at this area, like, guys, I got to get over here. Like, I know when people go over here, they're just like, man, amazing. They all say this too. They all say super expensive. Oh, this is the Gulf of Naples. And the Campanian Archipelago. Wow, the Campanian Archipelago. That's this. It's all these little islands here. Does anyone live on these islands? I want to know that right now. They do. It's just full of people. Dude, imagine being born on... Dude, I just did it. Imagine. My friend who I talk to all the time, he goes, dude, he says, you say imagine more than anyone else on the planet. Just imagine. But imagine being born on this island and never leaving it. Like you spend your whole life on this island. Wow. There must be ferry service out here, you would imagine. Actually, I did look at some ferry services already. We got more islands out here. Dude, I'm deep tangent now. Dude, this is rabbit holing extreme now, guys. Dudes, who lives here? Who lives here? And as a cyclist, man, you'd run out of roads real quick. You would run out of roads real quick. Looks awesome, though. Ah, look at this hidden beach up here. Oh, yeah. How do you get here? How do you get here, guys? I don't know if you can. Yeah. Dude, that's the beach you want to go to. No one can get to it. Little islands everywhere. The Campanian Archipelago, guys. And more people. Yeah, any of those islands, we're going to it. Let's go everywhere. Let's go everywhere. Catch up, and I'm going to jump to something else real quick. Yeah, guys, so much history here. So many things to see. Like, you would need months and months and months to explore Italy, let alone other parts of Europe. France, Spain, you could spend months there and not see it all. Dave's saying, I think he said, as I said last night, 6 minutes is a huge gap, not a gap. I think he said a gape. Varsho was great drama for a team that really needed. Dude, Aaron, that's exactly what I said. I go, they need this so bad. He needs this so bad because he just hasn't been performing the way he usually can. The Jays, yeah, that's right. The Jays also had bases loaded in the 8th. Only got a sacrifice fly to tie it. That's right. Went 1-1. It was a very close game. Dylan Cease and Dave did send me a comment. He said Dylan Cease has a very greasy mustache. And I agree with that comment. LMF saying his PCS is down for him. Interesting. Mine's looking good here. I know my stream just died a little bit before, and that was OBS just having a meltdown. Dudes, we've only covered, it says here, really? Okay, dudes, I got to give it a refresh here. We've only covered 22Ks. Average speed, it is 42K an hour. Like, we are rolling along. Youngest winners in Naples in Giro history. Marino Basso was 20 years old. Olav Koy, sprinter. Where's Olav these days? Decathlon. He's a name I saw a lot at the end of last year. Okay, dude, what's with this guy? What's going on with Olav? And I'm saying that because he has not raced since October of last year. The Tour of Holland, which I didn't cover, that race was the flattest race of all time. Dogs are going ballistic. We saw Olav do well at the Tour of Britain. 3 first places at the Tour of Britain. And let me see something here. Yeah, he was Visma last year. So he was Visma last year. Visma was so stacked with Matty Brennan and Olav Koy hanging out on the same team together. I'm glad they kind of separated those dudes. Tour of Britain, Renewey Tour, he won a stage. 3rd place on a stage. Tour of Poland, won the first stage. Giro d'Italia. Okay, quiet up there. 1 stage 21, 1 stage 12, a 2nd, a 3rd place, and this year he has yet to race. Guys, obviously he must be injured. Something's happened to him. All you superstars in the chat, let me know. What is going on? So much noise. Yep, the Malia Rosa will give Afonso an extra gear. That's what I'm thinking too, man. That will give him an extra gear for sure. Dude, I just wanted to hang up there all the way and battle these dudes. Make them fight for it. Competitors with the most wins at the Giro is Dylan Groenewegen. He has 81 wins. Diego Ulissi at 49. Jonas at 48. Different kind of win. Pascal Ackerman at 41 and Filippo Ganna at 39. Peloton all sitting tight there, guys. 41-second gap up to the 2 Alpecin Premier Tech riders. Visma being attentive today. Red Bull over on the far right-hand side of the road. Smattering of the Jayco boys, Groupama and Unibet Rose Rockets on the left-hand side. Very, very close to the water now. Aaron St. Eulalio doing well at Alui. I can't even say that now. Given all the vowels in both. When Varsho hit the slam, the entire stadium buffered in real life. Oh yeah, dude, I think we were all expecting him to lose. Vlocky saying, have you seen any UFOs in Canada? Dude, there is some big... Funny question. There is some big UFO stories. I think there's a big one that happened out in Newfoundland that they still talk about to this date. Yeah, guys, the wind is smashing here right now. Dude, let's check out the weather here. Weather during the race right now. Can we see it? Okay, not bad. 23.2K an hour. Dudes, we're having a windstorm right now. We can probably do it here, guys. It's not as bad as I thought yet. Here, I'm going to go hourly. Probably the best way for me to do it. 15, 16 degrees. Probably feels like 3 or 4. So the winds right now at 7 a.m. are 42 gusting to 54. I think it's around noon. It kind of really spikes. Hopefully the forecast is wrong. Yeah, not as bad. So they were saying 50 to 70 all day long. So I'm hoping that forecast, they've already dialed it down. Up north of us is 80 to 100K an hour for like hours on end. Big storm rolling in right now. Spring weather in Canada. Now you know why we can't really grow that much stuff here. You don't plant until after this weekend, really. Travels with Tony's back. Tony, good to see you, man. Yeah, we could have UFO talk, Flocky, if you want. Guys, bring up whatever topics you want. Scotty Mac, dude, I would be up for a Seattle Mariners baseball game. Okay, Scotty. Dude, I might take you up on that. I'm going to go somewhere this summer. Guys, and I still want to do a video live stream of a baseball game. This style, I think it would do okay. I think it might actually be better baseball for what I do than even cycling because it's even slower. There's more to talk about. And dude, I learned something every day watching baseball. Here's one I didn't know, guys. Dave brought up with me. 10th OBS just died again, guys. Waiting for that to reconnect right now. Yeah, strange. I don't know why that's happening. Why would OBS just be crashing and dying and coming back over and over? Very strange. Starlink's still holding up perfectly fine. And then when the Jays went up at the bottom of the 10th inning, they had Springer on second. Got the bases loaded. Varsho steps up. 2 out, 2 strikes. Gadoosh. That was an absolute gadoosh. Now you know what gadoosh means. Matteo Maselli will redeem himself in this year. Okay, so he's crashed out of Langkawi before. Riding along the beach from Aaron here is the best if it's not windy. It's windy today, man. Okay, dude, on 14th of May, 1995, Tony Rominger won the Assisi time trial on stage 2. Took the Mally Rosa, held it all the way to the finish of the Giro on the 4th of June. Tony Rominger, back in the day, guys. Swiss rider, I believe. Yeah, he was Swiss. Dave saying, by the way, it's probably cheaper to fly to Mexico and Vegas than to fly into Toronto. Dude, I know. Dude, Dave, I think I was looking at it a while ago. I'm like, I always say that. Like, I would rather just keep flying and go to Cabo. Like, a Cabo trip, guys, is so cheap from here. It's direct from my city. I can be at the airport and from here, door to door, probably 40, 43 minutes. And it's such an easy way to approach. It's on the north end of Calgary. It's highway driving all the way. Not one stop sign, not one light. Okay, I turn off the road. There's a light. And maybe not even, yeah, there's one light. Turn off, go to the parking thing. Park and jet over. They drop you off at the airport. You're checking in. Round trip Cabo trips from here, $700. That's it. Flights in Canada, dumb. Really dumb. Airport fees, that's part of it, is Toronto Pearson. Pompeii is awesome. Pink Floyd. Oh, dude, Flocky, you're right. Guys, that's all over YouTube. I think probably the definitive... And guys, I love Pink Floyd, but I'm not a Pink Floyd nutter. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just hanging out with the weather here. But, dude, I really want to listen to more Pink Floyd. There's a good cover band in Calgary, and there's a guy named Greg Cox. He's been playing, like, cover band stuff since the early 80s in Calgary. Everyone knows him. And he's the main dude for his Pink Floyd band. I think they're called Pink Floyd, I think. I've seen them. I saw a Rush cover. They were really good. It's pretty hard to cover Rush. And the singer, what was funny is the singer for the Rush band was the bassist for the Pink Floyd band. So these guys are doing double duty. It's pretty hard to replicate Geddy's voice. Geddy can't replicate Geddy's voice anymore. Just saying. I see a lot of cover bands doing Rush. They get a female. Makes more sense. Makes more sense. But the guitarist for the Rush band, they're called YYC. Get it? One of Rush's most famous songs is called YYZ. That's the Morse code. That's the airport code for Toronto. YYZ. That's what that song is named after. It's the airport code for Toronto. And that... sorry guys. The opening to YYZ, that's, I think, the Morse code for Toronto Airport. YYZ. There you know. Now you know. But yeah, so for Pink Floyd, man, I just spent 4 minutes talking about something I could have answered in 10 seconds. Yeah, so Pompeii, there's a huge outdoor performance there by Pink Floyd. That's kind of like, that's the one you watch, I think. That might be on the agenda today. Malaseli winning 3 stages in 2024 at the Tour of Langkawi with the Japanese team made him sign with Astana after the race. Yeah, Eddie, a lot of these races, kind of like the lesser races, yeah, they're all there to highlight their talent for the bigger races. Tour Guangxi is another one of them. Even like the Tour of Denmark, it's not a huge race, but I saw a Conti rider go to Pro. Yeah, he went to Pro Series team from Conti. LMF saying Tynemouth is a very nice place. Whitley, you did tell me this before. That Tynemouth is really nice. And my mom said that yesterday. She had some friends that were from South England somewhere, and they said, we visited Tynemouth. It's beautiful. And my mom's like, I know, I grew up there. But he's saying Tynemouth is very nice compared to North Shields. Technically, Tynemouth is within the postal town of North Shields. Okay. Coastal town. Maybe that's what he meant. Lore. Got a new dude here, Lore_NZO. Dude, they're just cruising along right now. We've got 2 riders go off the front, Eddie Plankert and Luca Vergalito. Back 1 minute to the main peloton. However, I am seeing attacks go out the front right now. They've only covered 29 kilometers. Super, super slow neutralized start. Like they were just crawling along the neutralized start. And all of a sudden, dudes, 2 Bardiani boys and a Team Pulte Visit Malta boy go up the road. One of them is Tarozzi for sure. Tarozzi's been in 2 long breakaway days. Here's Tarozzi now. They're talking about him here. Manuel Tarozzi. Been in 3 breakaway day, guys. Stage 1, Stage 3, and Stage 5. He was in the break yesterday too, that's right. Into Potenza. And day 1, he was in the Nessie-Bar to Burgos breakaway, 122 kilometers. Got swamped at the end, but that's okay. So there's 2 more riders there. Pulte Malta. Polozzi, where did that come from? Winding their way through the beach towns here now, guys. 49-second gap. These guys are maybe 10 seconds up the road. Ooh, guys, check this out. Here's a little bit of history here. This is cool. On today's route at kilometer 31.6, with 109.4 kilometers to go, so this would have been the same route, I guess, from yesteryear. The rainy Giro d'Italia Stage 5, we had a rainy day yesterday, Stage 5, turned out on a bunch of sprints. On the last 100 meters, Mark Cavendish nearly crashed when his back wheel slipped. He regained control but hit the back wheel of Alberto Dianesi. Cavendish swung into Filippo Fiorelli, lost control and was launched from his bike. Andre Vandrame and David Decker crashed over Cavendish's bike behind the line. Just a little image here, guys. Here's Cavendish down on the ground. Vandrame now rides for Jaco Alula. Filippo Fiorelli. Visma? He is Visma. He just won a race. Dudes, he just won Troboro Lyon. He won Troboro Lyon through the week. And I better check that series to see if there's any more races coming, because I keep forgetting to pick my teams now. So a little interesting history there for you, I think. Oh, sorry, guys. Tour of Hungary is underway too, Stage 2. Guys are getting a little bit rammy now. So we've got our leaders up the road, and there's 3 riders. Now it's saying 2. I think there's 3. There it is. It does say 3 here now. It's Manuel Tarozzi with a teammate, I believe, and a Team Pulte Visit Malta bro. There's 3 of them up the road. They're 22 seconds ahead of the peloton right now. Peloton's only sitting a minute back. I think they are going to keep an eye on them today. They're not going to let them get too far. Pink jersey riding 3rd from the front right now, right ahead of Jonas. Dude, this guy, I'd be like Afonso. I'm the coach. Dude, just follow. That's all you need to do. Just follow. You just need to stay within 30 seconds of those dudes every stage. Just stay near them. No attacking. You don't need to make any moves. You just need to stick with them. Yeah, it is 2 Bardiani boys and a Pulte Visit Malta guy. Here's the attack earlier. He's looking back, waiting, and he sees 2 friends come. Now we got a trio going up front. Guys, I know I need to catch up in the chat here. Dylan Cease and McNuggets should go out to dinner when the Canadian races and the World Champs comes to Canada. Yeah, very greasy. And Dylan's really growing a stash out too. Whitley's saying Tynemouth is all cafes, restaurants, sea, and pleasant tourists. Spotting dolphins. North Shields is an economically depressed place with a lot of drug use and crime. Less than 2 miles apart. Yeah, that's my hometown. North Shields. So basically, I'm from one of the trashiest areas in the UK. I can say that. I can say that because I was born there. You know, that's always your disclaimer when you say something that's a little bit derogatory about people, about places. But I'm from there. I'm allowed to say that. My grandfather, yeah, he's whatever. I love that joke. But I'm allowed to say that. Travels with Tony saying, and Tony does travel a lot, guys. Amalfi is out of control. Capri is so overrun. You have to go in the off season for Amalfi. That means after September 20th or so. But the best beaches in Italy are 100% on Sardinia. So one of the islands off the west coast of Italy, guys. Sardinia. And yet, you're right, Aaron. Visma is showing at the front. In fact, the front of the peloton in here, guys, you'll see me glancing over, guys. So if you're new here, I know there's a couple of new dudes. I'm watching here, data here, and reading on my phone here, smashing into the mic here. Dave saying Cease was unreal last night. Smart missile fire and forget. Yeah, dude, I think he pitched almost 7 full innings. Did he get to 7? Yeah, he looked really good. And yeah, virtually no hits off him. Dudes, question of the day. Aaron probably knows this answer. What is whiff rate? Whiff. WHIFF. I saw that last time. Like, whiff rate? Like, what is that for? Like, whiff? What are you whiffing? That was in baseball last night. Now, I know what whip is, but whiff. I could probably just look it up real quick, but let's get it in the chat, guys. Dave's saying Jonas and Visma should attack in a strange play. Yeah. Speaking of Seattle, Raleigh hurt again. Oh, and maybe affecting his hitting. He may go on the DL. Dave's saying in Ontario, a lot of UFO sightings over Lake Superior. Yeah, Lake Superior is very deep and very cold. We got Milan doing a bike change here, guys. Milan doing a bike change. So probably from the crash earlier, something was bothering him about his bike. Milan back on. The three riders that are pursuing, they're bridging across, guys. They are bridging. I bet you Eddie and Virgilito know they're coming. It's only a 10-second gap now. Remember, this would have started close to a 50-second gap. They know they're coming. Actually, one of the Alpecin boys is looking back now. Come on, guys, get up here. Let's go. Alpecin, they're a team that needs to do something here. Yeah, let's get a stage win, boys. Let's go. Let's catch them sleeping, and we're out of here. So they are saying it is Group 1 now. They're saying they're all back together now. Eddie Plankert, Virgilito, Marcelucci. We saw him yesterday in the mix, so he was up the road yesterday too. Tarozzi and Matteo Bias. That's who that is, Bias. We've seen him out in action as well. Let's take a look at Bias here for Team Polti Visit Malta. I think he was in a breakaway. Yep, stage 4 breakaway into Cosenza. So he was away for most of that day. 34.5 kilometers done, 42.3 kilometers an hour. I think there was rain through this region earlier today. The roads look slightly damp. Perhaps there was a lot of urine therapy going on the night before. That's possible. Could be bars nearby. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. You got to do it. Dave's saying it's cheaper to get a limo to Buffalo and then fly from there than to fly out of Pearson. Okay. Yeah, Dave, and I know that about Canada, guys. It's just brutally expensive to actually fly within Canada. You have to look for really good deals. When you see a deal, you take it. And that's what I would say. Like, when we fly to Vegas, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just fly another 2 hours and get to Mexico. Like, because Vegas is a different type of trip. Vegas is a tiring trip because you got to go do something every night. You got to go for dinner. You got to make reservations every night. I'd rather just go to Mexico and sit on a beach and chill and eat tacos and nachos, enchiladas. Dave's saying, yeah, that is crazy, Dave. Maybe the Premier should work on it. Yeah, dude, airfares in Canada are horrendous. It is cheap to fly to the States on the same airlines, but not cheap here. Dave's saying Pink Floyd played at the Horseshoe. I wonder if it is him. I'm pretty sure it's Greg Cox who plays in Pink Floyd, I think. But there's quite a few. Dude, I'm not sure. He's really good, though. He is really good, this guy. David here. David Blom's back. Good evening. From Australia. I can highly recommend the island of Capri. Okay, dude. Like, I mean, I'm so untraveled, guys. So untraveled. I've only been back to my birthplace. I've been back to the UK, Britain once, England, for 2012 Formula 1 Silverstone. That's as close as I got. I've never been back. Travel, international, the US, and Mexico. That's it. Dave pipes in with, he had a Capri Sun a long time ago. Pelosi, Democratic. Okay, so I'm way behind here, guys. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Yeah, private jets for politicians paid for by the citizens. High prices to fly for citizens due to the government taxes. Snafu. I know, dudes. Al Gore. Now he's predicting an ice age. That guy should just go and retire himself. Yeah, just go retire yourself, dude. That guy's such a moron. How anyone ever listened to him and how he still gets to blather on about anything? Dude, I'm all for preventing pollution and potential climate change. But dude, when you're flying around in a jet by yourself all over the world, probably on money raised by your BS talks, and you're doing exactly do as I say, not as I do, right? when you're pulling that story off, bye-bye. You're just a dude. You're a dude no different than me, except you're dumber. Dave, Arietta's wheels sliding around as he tried to put the power down yesterday was insane. Dude, yeah, he was frantically trying to get back on. That was right after he went through the tape. So he diverted a little bit left. We had a teammate back here pulling Milan back on. No stress here, guys. No stress. Currently saying it's 50 seconds from our front group of 5 back to the chasing peloton. Hey, dudes, we got 50 people here. Welcome aboard, everyone. My name's Colin, Inside Cycling World. I'm in my Team GRC jersey today. I don't even ride with Team GRC anymore. It's just over on Ruby where I ride this a lot. Was looking at my bikes yesterday too, guys, for outside rides. That's definitely not happening today with 50 to 70k an hour winds. It would feel like an early season race that we watched early in the year with those horrendous winds they rode through. Yeah, Aaron. Invite teams got the word from the organizers that they need to get their butts in the brake. Like, hey guys, get yourself on TV. Let's go. We invited you here. You better show up. Dude, man. These resorts, hotels, absolutely amazing here. Just perched along the cliffs. Dude, I get it. I get it. This must be the Amalfi region now. Let's just take a look. We must be getting close to it. Yeah, it is. So this is the Amalfi region here. Right before you head up to Vesuvius and Naples up around the corner. So you're swinging way out east of Vesuvius. But yeah, this is all Amalfi through here. So we're passing right by it now. Category 4 climb coming up. Dudes. Ugh. Inside Cycling World. We need to generate some money so Colin can go on a cycling heritage trip. That's what we need to do. Maybe I'll stretch this out a bit so you can see what we're taking on here. Nothing serious. This is just a pimple today, guys. Just a little pimple of a bump along the way. Ollie Rolls. Yes, lad, I'm back. Ollie Rolls is in the mix, guys. Okay, Dave saying, Aaron, the Prime Minister here borrows an RCAF 10-year-old Bombardier jet. Dude, Dave, are sardines named after the place or vice versa? Dude, that's a big thing right now. My friend, the urine therapy girl, she tried sardines for the first time yesterday. Why? Because it's a big thing on Instagram right now. Now it's all about sardines have more protein than beef. Blah, blah, blah. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. And if you're from the UK, you're probably like, how dare you, Colin? Guys, I grew up, and I remember even when we came to Canada, sardines in tomato paste on toast. Gadoosh, discuss. That's what my mom fed us when we were kids. And yeah, I'm never having them again. Ghana sitting on the front here right now, guys, for Ineos, for Net Company. Net Company? Net Company Ineos. Is that the team name? I keep thinking Net Zero. Probably thinking Al Gore. I don't know. Oh, Net Company Ineos. Okay, thanks for changing the name right before the race. Yeah, sardines. Yeah, I don't know why sardines are named sardines. Good question, Dave. Fascinating. North Shields also has a couple of nicer bits too. My mother's moving to just outside of Tynemouth on Monday. That's from Whitley Bay. Gonna move ahead here. Yeah, whip, walks and innings per innings pitch. That's the whip for a pitcher. But what is a whiff rate? It's WHIFF. I saw that yesterday. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Baseball, so much stats. Okay, Aaron answer right here. Whiff rate is the percentage of swings in which you do not make contact. Okay, you're kind of whiffing at the ball. I guess. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down to the great lake they call Ichigumi. Yeah. Aaron's saying we were in Cruise Boat Alley. This morning, Aaron, before I jumped online, I've been up since 4 a.m., actually 3:54, and I was checking out Naples with all the cruise ships parked there. Anyone else feeling like a margarita pita? Absolutely, dude. Taco of choice? I like a soft taco, if you want. So is that a taco? The crunchy one, stuff flies everywhere. I want all the goodness. Dude, if there's a wrap with meat jammed inside and vegetables and some kind of sauce, I'm good. It could be any type of food. Jammed right in there. Aaron, I've never been to the Lazy River Pool at MGM Grand. We stayed at the pool. What's going on here? Nothing. 1 degree difference in temperature. Wow. MGM, there's the resort right beside it, which is kind of the quieter resort. They just changed the name. Is it called the W now? So you'd have to pass through it. You'd walk right through it to get to Allegiant Stadium where they play football. Allegiant? Yeah, I think so. We stayed there. Never made it down to the pool. It was February. I don't think it was even open. Oh, Dave's asking Gore or Trump, who is better for the planet? Oh, they should just both disappear. So is the other guy too. Who is the... He's an older politician dude now. He's another guy that flies all around the world telling you how you should live your life on a private jet. You guys will know his name. I think he comes from that big Mormon family. You know what I'm talking about. In fact, some of his family is still... They live in northern Mexico. There's a huge... I don't know what you want to call it, area where Mormons have said, yeah, I don't know if they're there from the olden days or they moved down there recently, and they're armed to the teeth. I saw a documentary about it where it's like the cartel doesn't mess with them. They have like up in the hills, it's a big area that they control where they farm. Up in the hills, they have machine gun nests set up. They're monitoring 24/7. It's actually really interesting. Like, share, tell everyone. Fresh breezes today for sure, Dawn. Fresh breezes. Dave says he loves sardines and Tabasco sauce. Oh. Aaron, after 250K and 4,000 meters of climbing, anything including sardines can taste good. That's true. Dave likes the sardines. Yeah, apparently it's a big thing on social media right now. You know, every influencer out there is eating sardines, sardine recipes. Oh, wow. No, I'll pass. I'm just going to do a hard pass on that. Dawn is saying sardines are high in omega-3 and good fat. I'm just going to find something else that's high in omega-3 and good fat instead of these little disgusting little fish. Oh, Dave's saying in Orlando. Dude, I've never been to Florida. I'd like to go there. Spring training. Yeah, Aaron's saying armed Mormons and traditional trad moms sounds like a new reality show. Tom shakes back. He just says S. Tom, did you know I quoted your church story? I quoted your church quote. I hope you heard it. Dudes, getting to the top of the climb here, the Team Pulte Visit Malta Rider goes for the massive 3 points that are on tap. Sprints away. Bardiani boys, just whatever. Alpecin Premier Tech is there as well, and I'm looking for the other Alpecin guy. Eddie Plankert's off the back. It's saying he's 15 seconds back on this little climb. I'm sure they'll all regroup. It's only 30 seconds back to the peloton guys. They're hovering very close right now. And these guys aren't putting in a massive attack either. They're just riding off the front. It is biased. I think he's got a big bandage on his chin, guys. Dudes, we are drinking water today. I drank all the coffee already. I didn't get to make any more. Eddie's saying that a Burgos rider, BH Burgos, had a solo win at the Queen stage in the Tour of Azerbaijan. Very high elevation. Okay, dude. Why don't we take a look at that quickly? Tour of Azerbaijan. Here's the Burgos BH rider, Josh Burnett. Aussie? New Zealander. Invercargill. He's 25 years old. Won the GC. So is that the end of the race? Is that the overall? He's first in the GC right now. This would have been the 5th stage. It's a 2.1 race. And yeah, dudes. So this is the Tour of Azerbaijan. Today's stage was 181 kilometers with all the climbing at the very back end. I love when they do that. This massive Category 2 climb. Of course, they're only saying 7.7 kilometers, but you can see they climb for close to 50 kilometers here, guys. Dropped down, took on another Category 1. Downhill, big descents, And a little sharp, abrupt finish up on. Got a crash, guys. Red Bull down, Movistar down. So only 2 riders on the dirt. Yeah, 2 riders down. And having a look here, it is not Pellizzari. Red Bull rider's slow. He's hurt. Red Bull rider's hurt. He's trying to stand up. He can't. Trying to push himself up. Now the spectators and one of the Polizias, is that what you call him here? Helped him to his feet. This guy is a little bit messed up. I think they should just hang on a second here and let the team show up before you lift him off the ground and force him to start riding. Dude, pretty chill. Red Bull rider went down first. 3 riders went down. 3 riders went down. I only saw 2, but on the full replay, a little wet patch because the way they fell, they just slipped their wheel out. Maybe a little bit of grease. It's kind of greasy, like a greasy mustache on that corner. Dude, they were barely doing 30k an hour. Barely 30k an hour. He's still standing there. It is Nico Denz. I was going to say that looks like Nico to me. But he tried to stand up and he just fell right back down. He could not get off the ground by himself. Looks like they got some medical crews there to assist him. I think he needs an evaluation. Just the way he's acting. He's really like just out of it. Slow speed crash can be worse than a high speed crash. You hit the ground like a sack of potatoes, dead weight. They're looking after him, guys. Let's get back to the real race here. Home, Giro. And we do, crash. Nelson Oliveira from Movistar, Nico Denz, and there was a 3rd rider involved in that. I think he got up so fast they couldn't even identify him. He was gone before the race even came through. So we do have our 4 riders in the front. Yeah, Eddie Plankert's going to be slipping back to the peloton. He is caught now, actually. So where are we here? We're through the Category 4 climb of the day. Now we're making our way through this huge built-up area. Yeah. Working away on the east side of Vesuvius. I'm sure we're going to see Vesuvius all the way today. Hopefully we get some good helicopter crashes, camera shots. Guys, I'm cheering for helicopter crashes. Yeah, what kind of channel is this? Yeah, dude, Aaron, Nico Denz looks concussed to me. Aaron saying average watts they must be 140. Average heart rate 82 beats per minute. The first coffee enjoyed, now craving sardines. Yeah, coffee and sardines, man. That sounds like a breakfast of champions. Yeah, dude, he was the first to slip. He landed right on his face. Straight down, he didn't get a handout. So he banged his head pretty good, I think. Yeah, the wings failed today. Tom Schenk, yes, I did. It's a great line that can be used in many situations. Yes, it feels good, but you know it's wrong. Tom's saying, just think, if we all switch to EVs, the oil we will save to use to make plastic to package ultra-processed food and throw back into the ocean. Yeah, dude, exactly. Exactly. I think I saw someone post about that too, Tom. Bring your own recyclable bags to the grocery store, but everything you buy, everything is packaged in plastic. So maybe we're not the problem. Maybe we're not the problem. And dude, I've been going through that lately too. The straws. Dude, I'm sick of getting a Slurpee. Guys, I love Slurpees again. I drink them all the time now. You guys know what a Slurpee is? The straws, they're paper. By the time I get to the bottom of Slurpee, the straw is like folding in half on itself. Like, really, guys? Am I really destroying the planet? Just recycle it. I recycle everything. Recycle it. Yeah, tight left, right turn there. Yeah, it was quite squishy there, guys. It was slow speed, but like I think I said a few times, some of these slower speed crashes can be pretty dangerous to the riders. They don't slide, they just bang off the ground. Bang time in a bad way. Slow, yeah, Aaron's saying slow speed crashing can be bad. Exactly. Dave's saying I had a fool try to pick me up when I went over the handlebars a few years ago. Actually tried to pick him up by the neck. Yeah, like just leave the guy sit until his team shows up. Yeah, there was a random spectator grabbing him. Dude, let him sit. Vesuvius looking green. Too bad we are not going up it. Yeah, it looks awesome at the top. I looked at a bunch of pictures this morning on it. In fact, guys, Yeah, Vesuvius. So we're going guys, we're going through over on this side here, over on the right-hand side of the screen where the map is here. And we can take a recently viewed, see? We can take a look at Vesuvius up here. Like, dude, like all that stuff blew off there years ago. I don't know exactly when it exploded, but oh, we can see some sedimentology here too, guys. All the stratigraphic layers here. Some high up walking paths. So I guess you can hike all the way to the top. And here's the roads by with. You can actually see some of the walking paths. Yeah, just imagine. I said that one on purpose there. You know, I got to imagine this mountain was probably more of a rounded shape on the top. And it all went boom. And came falling down on people. Got some little monuments up here. Wow, yeah. Actually looks really nice. But dude, you can see how much earth got ejected. Crazy. Back to PCS, guys. Just going to give it a little catch up here. 96.6 Ks to go. We've only covered 46 kilometers. Dude, they've been racing for an hour and 20 minutes, so really not hauling butt right now. The first 20 minutes is probably at 15 kilometers an hour. It was so slow. They really dragged out the start today. What's on tap for Colin today? Start thinking about Blockhouse tomorrow, guys. We can take a look at that right away. I think I've got 2 bits of paper to fill out and get signed, docu-signed for 2 different properties. And then I need to talk to a client, ride my bike, get some early rest for Blockhouse. Why don't we take a look at Blockhouse here, guys? Tomorrow. Formia to Blockhouse. Take a look at the profile. So good. A little bit of lumpy bumpy for the first half of the race to the sprint point. And then we just start climbing. It's just climbing all day long. I think there's 4,400 meters of climbing tomorrow. Technically, I did look yesterday. There is one stage, I think it's stage 20, that has more meters of climbing. Red Bull KM, time bonifications right at the bottom. Can Afonso hang on here? Will he ride with the leaders? I'm sure he will. Formia, so I imagine we're close to Naples here and then working our way inland. I'm not really sure where Formia is. We can take a look on Google Maps again. If we can see Formia easily here. I'm not sure if we can. There it is. I see it right there. There's Formia. So we're going to finish in Naples today. The guys are going to jump on the tour bus, you know, play their techno, their EDM, showers in the back, whatever it is they do. Go to some cruddy little hotel, you know, where grown men have to share a room with another grown man. That's so weird to me. Do you think they do that in any other sport, guys? Do you think in baseball they have to share a room with another guy? Basketball, football? No. It's only in cycling. Yeah, you can share a room with a grown man. You guys get to share the room. I mean, I get they're teammates, but guess what? You can be in the room next to me. You're not in my room with me. No. I don't know why they do that. It's so weird. Do you think Poggy shares a room? Does Poggy share a room with another dude? Maybe Urska shows up. I didn't say that. I did not just say that. I retract that fully. Yeah, guys, just cruising along here. Kind of a different day here, right? So Blockhouse is tomorrow, and what I did want to show you guys here, just so you know, the suffering. So it's 4,467 meters. Not only do these guys suffer, I suffer too. So this stage tomorrow starts at 10:55 CET. That is 2:55. Oh. Yeah, that is 2:55 CET. So it's just before 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. We might do it. We might do the whole thing. I'm not sure. All depends how much sleep I get and how much work I do today. I think, you know, realistically, I could probably miss maybe the first 80K. Probably could. Probably miss the first 2 hours, go live at 5, and I don't think it would really make a difference, but I kind of want to do the whole thing too, just to say I did it. So we'll figure that out later, guys. This is going to be a spur of the moment kind of decision. Guys, 49 kilometers done, 93 to go. We're setting up for a massive sprint finish today. We do have a breakaway front. It's only 30 seconds. They're not letting them get away. Also, the guys up front aren't really trying to get away right now either. They're not really burying themselves trying to escape. I think they know we're not going to be let free today. Yeah, head concussion instead of the collarbone breakage. I'm going to catch up. Yeah, Dave, how many recyclable bags do you see blowing around the streets? Dude, it seems like all this stuff we're doing to try to save the environment has other implications. Like, we're doing this, but then this happens. Yeah, I know. Like, EVs. Dude, I'm probably going to get a partial EV car for my next one, but, like, there's a lot of bad stuff with EVs. Like, where we get a lot of the stuff from is probably not some of the best places in the world. Open pit mining, that's not good for the planet either. So all those minerals that they need for these batteries, it's really not good for the environment. Actually, it's a big problem here in Canada. Guys, I did take an environmental management course way back when I was playing Realtor. I stopped playing Realtor during COVID, and I took a environmental management program, 10 courses through the University of Calgary. Dude, so there's a big problem in Canada and anywhere else in the world when you have water, like groundwater, that flows. It could be superficial groundwater that flows through a mine, an old mine. It reacts with all the, the ferrous-bearing minerals and produces a basically toxic water runoff, an acidic water runoff that basically starts killing everything downslope. And the reality is, it's kind of a natural occurrence. The unnatural part is that we've kind of exposed more of those rocks to said water. Therefore, Fortnite, we're going to start throwing all the words in there, guys. It's kind of man-made, but also it happens naturally. But the mining, because we do it, is bad. We can't do that. We can't do it. It happens naturally, too. Yeah. So any of those mine operations where they're out doing that in other countries, there's some horrific waters running off there, killing all the vegetation, impacting wildlife, impacting humans. Don't worry about it. Walk it off, bro. It's EV. It's going to save the world. Right? So there's always a benefit and a negative to it as well. Pros and cons. The break is toast, sans sardines. Dave's saying the recyclable bags are creating so much more garbage than all the plastic ever made. Eddie's he's asking, do the Red Bull drivers drink Red Bull? You know what? They probably don't. They're probably not allowed to. Aaron, it does look very dormant to me, but it's probably something they monitor. Like, it looks, there's nothing happening down below. There's no steam coming off it. But, dude, they always have seismometers near those things. They can pretty much tell, like, ooh, something's going on. Like, it'll kind of start growing. I think Mount St. Helens might be growing again, just so you know. Oh, Joe and the volcano from Dave. Puy de Vesuvius, the Puy, Frenchified, the Puy. Yeah, if you were to Frenchify it, it's the Puy de Vesuvius, as in the Puy de Dôme, the huge volcanic area in kind of like south central France, the Puy de Dôme. I think we did the Puy de Dôme last year at the Tour de France. I love that climb. Dave says he'd love to see Afonso's sleep data from last night. Yeah. Okay, Aaron is saying, yes. Really? Yes, there are roommates on the road in Major League Baseball, at least. Are you kidding me? So Shohei Ohtani, making $70 million a year, has to have a roommate. Oh, Vesuvius in the background here, dude. Vesuvio. It is active. It is one of two active continental European volcanoes last erupting in 1944, highly studied and dangerous. It poses a significant risk due to its explosive nature and dense population living nearby. There's your problem right there. Why are people just moving here? Yeah. You know what, dudes? Let's all move beside the active volcano and then complain when our insurance rates are like $10,000 a year each. And then everyone else in the entire country of Italy has to pay higher insurance rates. It's the same as the people that live right beside a river in a floodplain. Oh, everything got flooded. Oh my God. Yeah, but you live in a floodplain. It happens. I guess you got to live somewhere. I think after the Bow River flooded here in Calgary in 2012, it flooded really bad. tons of rains in the mountains. All that water in the mountains all comes shooting down the mountainside, accelerates into the rivers, and just out of control. Completely destroyed the Trans-Canada Highway in one part. Like the road was shut, stopped. There was no road left. Came through Calgary, overflowed the banks of the Bow into downtown Calgary where everyone parks underground. There was complete underground parking lots, like 4 and 5 stories deep, full of water. Calgary Stampede, I think it was, I don't know if we ran it the year, or maybe they just postponed it. I can't remember now, because the Stampede grounds are flooded. It's a floodplain. It always floods. Okay, so baseball they do, and I know hockey for sure. Really? Even Gretzky shared a room early in his career. I guess that's what I would say. Roommate camaraderie is very important for part of the emotional and mental support system. Roommates can help you do for many stupid. Yeah, dude, it's probably like, hey, dude, keep an eye on him. You know, he hasn't hit a home run in 15 games. He's supposed to be the best hitter in the league. Or he's a goalie and he let in 12 goals in one game. Dude, just, yeah, you know, keep an eye on him. Play some Xbox together. Take his mind off things. His girlfriend dumped him. Yeah. Dude, that's the thing. Most of these dudes are young dudes. We all know what we were like at 25, right? Barely even functioning humans. Barely functioning humans at 25. Not everyone, but a lot of people at 25 really don't fully have it together yet. And they're sports icons, sports stars. You can get yourself in trouble pretty quick. So I guess it makes sense. Armstrong roomed with Andreo for much of his racing career. Yeah, LMF. Armstrong wasn't very nice to Andreo when the performance-enhancing drugs hit the fan. Yeah, Frankie and Betsy. And Betsy was like, F you, Lance. I know what I saw. I know what I heard. I know what the doctor said. And yeah, he was nasty to them. He was super. I wonder if he's ever like kind of made, if he's patched things up with them. Oh, quick nature break in the city. They're going under a little overpass. They're riding beneath it. They're sneaking off to the side right now. It's probably already very smelly down there. There's probably a lot of urine therapy going on under that underpass. Matt's here. What is up, bros and broettes? Matt, good to have you here, dude. Dave said he subscribes to the George Carlin view on the environment. Save the planet, save the planet. The planet isn't going anywhere. It's the people that are going to disappear. Yeah, eventually we will. Eddie's asking, what's a big name company that could be a sponsor of a team in the future? Dude, I don't know. Could anyone. Maybe Tesla should sponsor a team. That would probably be good for the sport. Huge money coming in. Which team that stopped operating do you want to make a comeback? 7-Eleven. There. 7-Eleven. Or La Vie Claire. The Good Life. Dave saying Lava Rock is pretty and I get free redecorating. How about Panasonic? Yeah, Panasonic's still around. Last year it was Puy-Marie. Okay, it was Puy-Marie. Puy's in the massive Central Mountains. Puy de Dôme. A few years ago by Michael Woods. That's right, over Matteo Jorgensen. Yeah, there's a bunch of different Puys there, guys. So, and I think I probably showed them during the Tour de France videos last year. There's just a bunch of little pimples all around there in the Massif Central. Volcanic region of France. If you can believe that, like volcanoes in France. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Dave's saying too, also roommates create anti-stalking barrier and prevent too many ball babes, puck bunnies. Yeah. Dude, totally. Yeah, I guess, you know, you're 24 years old, you're making $8 million a year or something in baseball. Something crazy like that. Yeah, dude, you could get in trouble real fast and ruin your career. Real quick. Lance and Frankie have a détente. Betsy, hell no. Yeah, could you imagine being Frankie, juiced to the gills, with Lance? Betsy found out and she was like, you better not be doing that stuff. Oh, no. I promise, honey, I'm not. I promise I'm not. I promise I'm not. Oh, I think he was scared of her. Dave saying, hell no, Tesla ruins everything. Yeah, but dude, they're saving the planet, right? The Teslas are saving the planet right now as we speak. Yeah, most recycling ends up in a landfill in another country. Exactly. The Cybertruck is a garbage recycled into, yeah, dude, barely a truck. Barely a truck. Yeah, agree. When you have all the owners now putting bumper stickers in that they bought this before, you know there are issues. Yeah, dudes, like those trucks can barely pull. I think I talked about like I think they said an F-150 Lightning, like the Ford F-150 EV, full EV. Dude, they're really cool. They're really cool. They are really fast. They pull very, very well with all the torque. Instantaneous 100% torque. I think they have a 90-mile range. So they have a 145-kilometer range. Guess what? From here, I can't even drive to Banff. That's if they're towing. If you're towing a standard 7,000-pound trailer, which here, guys, is nothing. I know the caravans in the UK because I stayed in one, so I'm allowed to say this. They're a lot smaller. They're little single axles. Over here, dudes, our campers are all double and triple axle campers. You don't really see people with single axle campers here. They're not lightweight. They're 7 to 12,000 pounds. Some are probably 15, 18,000 pounds now, the big daddies. The triple axle 40-foot trailers. Dude, you're going to get... So that F-150, which was a $130,000 EV truck, could pull a 7,000-pound trailer 90 miles. You got to stop halfway, 45 minutes in, and probably charge for half an hour. And dude, a truck with a trailer backing into the charging area, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It would be a nightmare. If there's any congestion there, you know when you're out traveling, you go to a gas station, oh, we got to get fuel, kids need a bathroom break, we need snacks. It's kind of mayhem going into the gas station anyway. Then imagine you're pulling a trailer and it's EV truck, and you got to get to the EV spots, and then the EV spots are all full with people charging their car. Dude, no thanks. I'm passing hard. Look at this guy here, EB. Who is EB? Brand new dude. He says, don't like Armstrong, but Andreo's wife is annoying. Yeah. I know guys on cargo bikes that have more torque than a Tesla. Yeah, guys, I am considering switching over eventually to a smaller car. I like the Toyota Camry. The Accord's good. Sentra's good too. They have an EV version. Dude, I think they're getting like 4 liters per 100 kilometers. So guys, I guess in Canada and the rest of the world, we say liters per 100K. 100K is 62.4 miles. It's saying how much fuel consumption for 62.4 miles. Actually, I saw one that was 3.7 liters per 100K. So 3.7 liters to go 62 miles. There's almost, well, yeah, you know what, guys? I think there's 3.8 liters to a gallon. So that car is getting 60 miles per gallon. I think it has a pretty big battery assist, but it's not a full EV. That's the kind I want. So yeah, liters per 100K versus miles per gallon. Just a flip-flop. Crowds look great today. Probably happy. It is not raining. Yeah, yesterday was horrendous. Tom Shank, the Uno X revival of the 7-Eleven kit for the... Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Dude, I didn't know there was a music video. Yeah, revivals, the 7-Eleven kit, and for me, my favorite was the Mathieu Van Der Poel revival of the Raymond Poulidor's kit from, I think, the early 70s, that light lavender purple. I love that kit. I think they rocked that at the Tour de France, too. Yeah, dude, I love the revival stuff, too. Dave's saying 7-Eleven seems to be disappearing. Dude, I think they're all becoming Circle K's. I think they're all Circle K's now. Aren't they? Dude, what about Max? Who would be calling me right now? Yeah, don't call me, dude. Too early. Dave, Max Convenience Store. I grew up with Max's. And Max's, maybe they're all Circle K's. Yeah, Max, I think, has completely gone across Canada. Guys, at one point in Canada, there was more Max than 7-Elevens. Easy. 7-Eleven kind of came along. And now Max is gone. I think Eddie's asking which athletes could be suited for road race cycling. Dude, anyone endurance sports. I guess triathletes could do it very easily. They already are cyclists, cross-country skiers, runners. We see them all transitioning back and forward. Dave's saying Max. Dude, I don't know Becker's. That might have been an East Coast thing, or eastern side of Canada thing, I should say. Who will revive the La Vie Claire kit? Dude, I love that kit. I love it. Yeah, on the water, guys. I need more coffee. If I'm off today, you'll know why. 52.3 kilometers done. We still have 90 Ks to go, averaging 41.2 kilometers an hour. Let's take a look at the little mappy poo up here. So here we are. Yeah, quite a built-up area. Like, let's settle about, I don't know, a few 100,000 people right around this active volcano here. Why don't we just, like, build up? Yeah, dude, you can't build with more than 300 feet from the volcano just to be safe. Yeah. Politicians, yeah. Yeah, no more than 300 feet away. No less than 300 feet away, just in case it erupts again and destroys everyone in the area. Yeah, we'll get you all out in time. See the roads here? They're really wide. We'll get everyone out in time. Trust us. The road network here is so good. They're not narrow and twisty here at all. We'll get you out. Dude, it would just be pure carnage here. This looks really built up here to me. Actually, a lot of nice green space. I mean, it's probably a beautiful area. I'm thinking. Yeah, the Amalfi Coast. Bye-bye. Just, ugh. Cruising along here, guys. Couple little pimples coming up in the road again. Little ups and downs. Sprint point is 30 kilometers away. Yeah, kind of a sleeper, guys. It is saying here there were some raindrops just 6 minutes ago. The first raindrops are falling on the riders, dude. Here we go. Here you go. Things might be changing here. 4 riders in the break. It is windy. We have a 42-second lead. Unibet, Rose Rockets, and Soudal Quickstep pulling on the front. That'll be Eiko Bastions pulling on the front, and probably Nicholas Larson up there as well. Love to see Groenewegen win today. Let's get a Grand Tour win for the Unibet Rose Rockets. And trying to see, yeah, the roads look a bit sketchy, and there is raindrops on the moto camera here. 42 seconds. This is going to change the race now, guys. I'm not seeing a lot of dark clouds. There are umbrellas out on the course. There is standing water on the course, probably from yesterday. Dudes, it's going to be nature break time. Talk amongst yourselves. What else are we talking about here? Yeah, 7-Eleven's been closing ears. Volcano. Yeah, dude, exactly, Aaron. Great soil, great growing, except for once every 500 years when it erupts. Eddie's saying there is a 7-Eleven Philippines team. Yeah, good soil plus access to the sea makes you take the risk. Yeah, dude, I think, what is it, like 75% of the world's population lives on coastlines, something like that, or near the water. How many flat stages of the Giro? We can take a look at that here. Raindrop. Dave's got a song here. Raindrop on Rose and Bright Summer Poses. Dude, I don't know that song. I'll be right back. All right, dudes, we are back. Oh, and I am seeing some road rash here on Lucas Kubis. So Lucas Kubis has gone down. Roads are wet here. He's got some rear buttocks area showing on the left-hand side. Yeah, the roads are going to be slippery, guys. There are some rain jackets on, too. These guys are all like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Again? The rain's coming down, guys. Nothing like yesterday, but there's no sun to be seen. Yeah, dude, this is just going to be light, but this is going to be a bit rough for these guys. Afonso getting his pink gilet on right now. He does have that little mesh stuff and some bandages on his left shoulder, left arm, elbow, where he crashed yesterday. He's got his Bahrain boys with him. He's probably going to have Caruso with him all the way. We've lost Santiago Buitrago, I think on stage 2, I think as we lost Santiago Buitrago. Oh, look at this year, guys. Dropouts per edition after 6 stages. This is one of the worst years in a very long time. In the last 20 years, this has been the worst dropouts after 6 stages. 15 riders gone after 6 stages. Maximum before that was 13. Some years were as low as 3 riders lasted 6 stages before leaving. Nico Dent's back in the peloton now, so good to see Nico's back. I'm sure he's still a little bit shell-shocked from that impact of his, like this side of his face just smashed into the ground. Probably a little bit of whiplash when his head hit too. Someone said right here, dude, exactly, Bjorn Langeren. Yeah, dude, that's the name I should have thought of. A type of athlete I should have thought of. Speed skaters make for good, dude, I'd say excellent road cyclists. Examples, Eric Heiden, Bjorg Eva Jensen. I don't know that name. Jensen was back in high tempo national champs at the age of 50. Oh, wow. Yeah, dude. Probably speed skaters probably are the best transition. I just didn't think of that one time. I just thought of any, I know cross-country skiers can, runners can, very easy. It's got to be an endurance sport. Yeah, speed skaters, just love them. I think in Canada, I think Susan Auck, she was road riding. Oh, what about Clara? Is it Clara? Clara. The red-haired girl from Canada who won Olympic medals in road cycling, and track cycling, and speed skating. Clara Hughes. Clara Hughes, Dave, right? Clara Hughes. So yeah, that was, I don't want to say it's easy. 2-time Olympic athlete, winter and summer, because that ain't easy. But it's not like you're coming from, I don't know, let's just say baseball. You're not going from baseball into road cycling. You're not going from powerlifting into road cycling. It's an easier transition sport. You guys know what I'm saying? Okay, we're talking about Mary Poppins for some reason. Julie Andrews and English Treasure. Okay, Dave's got some weird song stuff going. We are now back in super Sketchville, guys. Until these rains really wash the roads out, it's going to be very sketchy here. Rain capes flapping. Let's take a look at Bahrain Victorious, guys. Let's take a good look at see what Afonso can do. So they lost Buitrago. He didn't finish stage 2. That was the brutal crash on that right-hand band that took like 30 dudes down. Decimated UAE. UAE still somehow wins the next 2 stages. No, not the next 2. They won stages 5 and 6, I believe. Damiano Caruso. 38 years old. Yeah, 30 years old. But still, yeah, this guy will really be able to help Afonso out. Tons of climbing points. Tons of GC points. Yeah, this is going to be the main guy. This is the main lieutenant to support. He retires this year, too. That will be supporting Afonso. This could be great for him, too. Like, this is my last year. I'm going out with a bang. Alex Sagart is here. I forgot about that. Alex Sagart is a time trial champion. Right here, guys. European Continental Men's Under 23 Individual Time Trial Champion. 22, 23, and 24. I think he's also, I believe, a Belgian. Okay, World Championships, Under 23, 23, and 22. Yeah, he finished second there. And I know he places quite high in Belgium, too. I think it was last year. Would have been way back in June. I think that's when they do that. Where did I see it? Sorry, guys. I'm just cruising around here. Yeah, I think he's second in Belgium in the individual time trial. I don't see it right now. We did see him at the Tour of Denmark. He placed very well in the individual time trial there. So he's a guy to sit on the front and pull. but he's not going to be able to help him in the climbs. Edoardo Zambanini has some climbing points here. Has finished second in a stage at the Giro last year. Second in the GC at the Crow race last year. Really? Yeah, there he is. Edoardo Zambanini finished behind Brandon McNulty. So obviously he can climb. He would have done some climbing at that race. Raindrops here, guys, on the helicopter camera. So Zambanini, Robert Stannard, Michelin Scott, Team Bike Exchange, Alpecin de Koenig, now with Bahrain Victorious. I'd say this guy more of like an all-rounder, domestique. So I'm going to say Afonso doesn't have a ton of mountain support. Matisse Passions here. GC rider, hills. I'm just going to say I don't really know much about this guy. I don't think he's like a superstar climber. Caruso's the guy that's going to have to help Afonso. It's going to all be on him. But with that lead, they can just kind of hang on to it. It's going to be a great race watching him try to hang on to it. How many days will Afonso stay in that pink jersey? How many days, guys? He could be like doing a Tommy Voeckler. Yeah, he did a Tommy Voeckler. Clara Hughes, Dave saying it right there. The only Canadian to medal in both Summer and Winter Olympics. Rowers, dude, exactly, dude. There's another one. That's an easy one, too. Rowers could make good cyclists as well as with VO2 max comparisons. Dudes, and I think we talked about this before, on all those big yachting. Remember I discussed yachting last year during the Tour de France, I think it was, or maybe the Vuelta. They're not grinding anymore. Now they're pedaling. Now they pedal. The boats are designed now that they sit underneath the deck and they pedal recumbent. And actually some they're upright. They're basically pedaling trainers, like the kind of trainer I use inside. And they have recruited some cyclists. There's a track champion. You guys know he's an American. I think he's American. And I think over 4K he was like world champion or something. I'm not really good with track, guys. Someone help me out here. And he's on a boat somewhere. They want big VO2 max. They want big engines. Because I think the way the boats work, the boats, ships, yachts, whatever, skiffs, whiffs, you name it. I think they generate all their power through those cyclists. So you don't see dudes running back and forward across the boat anymore, jumping over ropes and that. It's all contained. There's like a cockpit where a dude's looking out of, like almost Formula One like, or Le Mans endurance car racing, I should say. Full cockpits, enclosed. There's no one on deck. Everything's done underneath. I think all the electricity and all the hydraulics for all of the sails and stuff like that is all generated by those cyclist pedalers, whatever you want to call them. Fill me in here, guys. Someone let me know. Eddie's asking, do you think the Tour of Norway will make a comeback in 2027? Yeah, there's two Tour of Norways. There's the Arctic race of Norway, and there's the other one as well. I think one runs in June and one runs later in the year. I did cover a bit of the later one. I think that one's in August. Alec? Yeah, I probably called him Alex. Just Caruso. Okay, empty, yeah. Caruso's his only support. Is Damiano Caruso. It would have been nice if Buitrago was there, another climber. Would have had a ton of climbing support, although Afonso's really not the team leader. I think it would have been Buitrago. So he's been like, hey, dude, here you go. You're in charge. So I'm sure that team, they must be just jacked up every night now. Pink jersey, Maglia Rosa, leading the Giro with a massive lead too. Guys, let's take a look at the actual GC again. Like, have a good gander at this. Eulalio in first place, almost a 3-minute lead over Arietta. Give it to UAE for winning stages when the team's been absolutely mauled by this race by one corner. Scaroni looking good. He was in the long breakaway yesterday too, 3:34. This dude here, Riccagnino Vera for Soudal Quickstep, 3:39 back. Johannes Kulset. I think Kulset, was he in the break? Yeah, he wasn't in the break. I think he was a dude that jumped across by himself late in the race yesterday. Jumped out of the peloton and went, because we discussed him yesterday. I think he is like a future GC hope for Uno X Mobility. Giulio Ciccone down 6 minutes, 12 seconds. Sat on the front. Did not like being there, guys. Did not like being here. Giulio Ciccone. Now, dudes, not to crap on anyone, GC rider, but he's not really a GC guy. He's not. He's a climber for sure. His GC points aren't that high. Biggest races. Now, he did win the San Sebastian Classic one-day race, and that is a big win. He does have 3 stage wins at the Giro. KOM at the Tour de France. I forgot about that. But no big GC wins. Right? Doesn't have a big 3-week race under his belt, and he's 31. So I don't really think he's their main GC guy. I got to think it's Derek G. See how Derek does. Soudal, it is a Iko Bastians on the front now, grinding out the work here. Jan Christian looks great too, but again, 6 minutes, 16 down. So yeah, basically the main GC, let's say it starts with Ciccone. He's in that group. Jan Christian, Florian Stork, Egan Bernal. Not Egon. Timon Ahrensman, yeah, legit. 6:18 down. Giulio Palazzari, legit. 6:18 down. Leonard Van Eetveld, legit. Enric Mas, Baloki. Jonas Vingegaard, 6 minutes, 22 seconds down. Caruso even back there. Jan Hurt, Jai Hindley. Great climber here, Jefferson Alexander Cepeda. Ben O'Connor. They're all way back there, guys. Felix Gall, like they got a lot of work. Derek G. West, he lost a minute on that one stage, 7:23 down. Sepp Kuss is way back there in support of Jonas. Yesterday's stage is going to make the rest of the race really interesting. Who's going to go when? Every one of those riders that's racing for GC, let's just say Palazzari, dude, I got to make up some time today. As soon as he tries to make up time, Jonas has got to go with him. And Afonso just has to react to them if he can. The Trek boys go. They're all in the same boat now. They've all got to make up huge amounts of time. Having a little gap here at Pascal Ackermann. He's 110th overall. He's hanging out with the UAE rider right now. I think he might be with Arrieta. They must have been teammates in the past, having a nice discussion. A lot of hand westering and probably speaking the same language. Yeah, he's with 194 for UAE. Is that Arrieta? No, I think Arrieta is 92. 192. Jan Christian. Okay. He's not decked out in the full white jersey today, and I was like, yeah, that doesn't look like him. I was looking for the white jersey. Arrieta is 192. So Yates gone, Soler gone, Javi gone. I haven't really looked online anywhere to see how their injuries are. We've lost Holter for Uno X. Who else is gone? Kelderman we lost yesterday, didn't start. Von Drame didn't start stage 3. Engelhart. Guys, I think I mentioned Felix Engelhart yesterday, or I was telling someone about it. I had a friend asking me questions about how do you know who's in the lead. Okay, anyways, long story, right? He didn't start stage 6. I think he was feeling sick, is what I heard this morning. Timo de Jong didn't finish yesterday. We lost Moschetti, probably in that crash on stage 2. I think this is Chirozzi switching out his kit again, or his jacket. And let me just see who else is gone here. Just doing a quick look, guys. Lotto Intermarché. Milan Menton gone yesterday. Josh Giddings gone yesterday. Arnaud Lee gone the day before. Just devastated. They still have Lennart Van Eetveld, though. Yeah, main dude right there. Dali sprinter. Menton is a sprinter. Let's take a look at this guy. Does have some good sprint points. Josh Giddings. Josh Giddings is a sprinter as well. So the guys that are out really can't help Lennart Van Eetveld in the overall GC. So it's a loss, but yeah, of course it's a loss. Samuel Battistella for EF, he's gone. Santiago Buitrago was stage 2. Caden Groves, stage 4. Yeah, so we've had some pretty good attrition already in this year's race, guys. 25-second gap now, just letting them hover. Just hovering. Fry out there, guys. Fry. Yeah, gummy bears sponsored by Haribo. Yeah, dude, every cyclist eats gummy bears by Haribo. Empty saying Zamboni is more of a versatile sprinter, not really a climber. Okay, so he can climb, I guess, but probably likes a long-range sprint. Eddie's asking when Bahrain. I think Bahrain Victorious has been around a long time. They were Bahrain McLaren at one time. I think they were Merida McLaren as well. Let's have a quick peek here, guys. See if we can see that. Bahrain Victorious. We'll click on the team name, and you should be able to see back here. Yeah, sometimes they give a bit more information here. Bahrain, they ride Bianchis. Sometimes what I do is I just look at the riders and see the name changes through the years. Let's just take a look at Caruso. How long has he been around here for? Yeah, so you can see here in 2019, it was Bahrain Merida. Then became Bahrain McLaren, Bahrain Victorious all the way. Before that, he was on BMC. Did BMC become Bahrain? Maybe they might have bought the license. I don't know. Not really sure about how Bahrain first got started. Narrow, tight, sketchy roads here, guys. Let's watch for crashes here. Slow speed cycling again, guys. Empty. Also think Bahrain can just play poker. They can say we don't need the jersey. Yeah. Like Bahrain will never be able to control this in any ways. Dude, I think they're just going to like watch and try to react. They don't need to do anything now. Like just keep their, like you said, play poker. Keep their cards close to their chest and just try to react. Limit the damage. Oh, a girl's got a sign up here called the Beat On Cup. It says 10-second time bonus in the GC if you throw her a bottle. I don't know how she does that, but Yacht Rock time. Yeah, Yacht Rock. What would Giro speeds be like with the crowns? Dude, devastating. Except maybe up the hills. That's another good one. Water polo athletes. Yeah, dude, they must have huge endurance as well. Caruso will crush for Afonso. I agree with that. Baloki is my fave underdog for this. Dude, I think I said that a few days ago for EF. Markel Baloki. Dude, the guy looks great. He has to be a new, like they must be just grooming him to be the next superstar. 20 years old. He's actually taller than I thought he would be. Tour of the Alsace last year. He won a stage at the Tour of the Alsace. He was at La Vuelta, and he shined on all those mountain climbing days. Oh, sorry, guys. I need to go back to last year. God, it feels like I just did that race. Yeah, like 8th place on this stage. 9th on stage 12. DF, Bilbao to Bilbao. That's where they stopped the race because of the protesters. That's where they stopped it. It was Jonas and Pidcock in the front. Bet you if we look at that, it's going to say Jonas and Pidcock 1-2. Jonas and Pidcock 1-2. They stopped the race. Jonas stopped. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Pidcock says, screw this. I'm rolling right through. And just rode right to the finish line. I don't care about protesters. It sounds like a Tom Pidcock move, and that's where they get this DF. I got to think it's kind of like a DNF, but not a bad DNF. They didn't finish the race course, but it was dictated by the race itself. It wasn't that they couldn't finish it. That was a tough day too. Very tough race. Lots of climbing out there all the way last year at the Vuelta. Jai Hindley 3rd place that day. Joao Almeida 4th. Matteo Jorgensen, Gall, Bernal, Ciccone, Palazzari, Matthew, Ricca, Frick, and Tello. Torsten Train. This guy wore the jersey for... Wow, where is this guy now? I forgot about him. He rides for Bahrain. Torsten Train, he's over at Uno X Mobility now. I think this guy, I'm going to take a guess, guys. He probably had the jersey for like a week. He had the red jersey at La Vuelta for probably a week. Okay, so he took it on stage 6, held it for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, then dropped to 2nd place, 4th, 9th. Did a good job of hanging in there for Uno X, who at the time, Pro Series team, guys. Pro Series team. Now they're a World Tour team. Probably got them a lot of points there. 235 UCI points for finishing 9th overall, plus points for in the stages. Yeah, this dude. So yeah, he got shipped out. Why would they get rid of him? Maybe it's an age thing. He is 30. Jumping back here, we got a rider on the back here, dudes. It looks like it's a flat rear tire for one of the Bardiani boys on the De Rosa bike. It's Filippo Turconi. He wasn't in the breakaway, so this is a guy that's just dropped out of the peloton here. Bardiani boys up front, we have Marcelucci and we have Torozzi. This guy's super chill here. Come on, man. I need my bike. Taking the head unit off right now. Probably going to jam it in the back pocket. Yep, I'm right here. I'm right here. Lots of fans nearby. Pink balloons. Yeah, so empty. Yeah, dude, he's a great rider, and I think he's one for the future. Dave's saying Bahrain will be hard to unseat. They are a very professional team, and they know how to survive better than many other teams. Kulsit is good, but I believe in other guys more for Uno X. Found out yesterday, this is from Aaron, that Bahrain Victorious have Gino Mater on their jersey. Do they? Well done by management. Very, yeah, dude, Gino Mater, he died in the crash. I think he died in a crash at Tour de France, right? I think it was Tour de France on that horrific corner. It was like open descent, open alpine descent, and basically went off the edge. And I think there was like a water drainage system there, like a culvert. We call it a culvert here, you know, the ridgy pipe that goes under a road to bring water through so the road doesn't get washed out. And there was some kind of concrete or rocks down there. And unfortunately, that's where he crashed. Pretty sure that was Mater. I do remember Gino Mater one year, and it would have been before Bahrain Victorious. It was in that kind of like, maybe it was the Bahrain Merida days, or Merida McLaren, or Bahrain McLaren days. More in that dark black and orangey colored jersey. I think it was, maybe it was Taddy or Primos. Mater was away all day by himself, attacking, and then I think it might have been Poggi, really. I'm like, come on, dude, let him win. Like, do you need, if I can't remember if it might have been Primos even. Like, let the dude win. And no, he didn't. You know, like, I like to see other people win. Just saying. Yeah, Gino Mater, cool guy. Rest in peace. Which stage will Jonas wear the pink jersey? Dude, it's a different race. I think this race, that move yesterday by Afonso totally turned the Giro upside down, I think. It's just going to make it more complicated now in how they race the stages. Because when I looked this morning, I think Pellizzari was like an 8-1 favorite. Jonas is a 3-19 favorite to win. Like, that's insane. He's such a heavy favorite going into this. Probably changed a bit now. Aaron saying after the TT. Dave saying, I'm beginning to believe that Jonas may not get there. Too much can happen on the road. Empty's guessing stage 14. So that'll be late next week. Add weather, a crash, technical error, and kaboom. Yeah, dude, we could be sitting here 4 months from now saying the Giro that Jonas gave away. We could be saying that. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Even though I'd love to see Jonas win, I like the drama, guys. And seeing other dudes win. Let's let Afonso Eulalio be the man of the day. Yeah, Empty saying he still thinks Jonas wins the race. Yeah, dude, it's stacked in Jonas's favor. He's a Tour de France champion. He is, cycling tier 1. Look who's on the front, guys. Gebrek Xabier is back up front now. Emmanuel Gebrek Xabier for Lidl Trek on the front now. Again, guys, I think the maximum this race break got to is maybe 1 minute earlier today. 4 riders up there. Gebrek Xabier riding pretty chill on the front, I would say. We have Luca Vercolito in the front, and I am seeing, it looks like Alpecin Premier Tech boys are being attentive at the front. There's at least 4 of them riding up here. Possible nature break coming too. I think he's nature breaking. Yeah, that's what's going on there. The Alpecin boys are deciding for a nature break, I think. Hey, dude, you got to take a whiz? You got to take a whiz? Man, do you want to? Yeah, let's have a whiz together. Yeah, let's do that. That's what they're doing. Koos going in the break on stage 7 would be good. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see someone who's a little further back, who is a climber, go on the attack tomorrow. Someone that's no threat to overall GC. That's what they're planning. If Jonas goes, there's going to be so much reaction. If Koos goes, they'll probably just let him go. Okay, go. And that will be good too for Jonas later. Koos can drift back, help him work. Yep, so Arietta is in the white now. Dave saying Eulalio doesn't have to attack or even totally defend. He just has to be tactically smart. 6 minutes is huge. Empty, worst transfer ever. I brought in Engelhart yesterday into the team. Yeah, and he's out. Lotto did not hit the lotto for this race. Yeah, dude, they've been ravaged too. Maybe Lotto and UAE could merge for 2 weeks. Dude, we were having a discussion yesterday. It was myself and Dave. On the phone conversations, guys. VIP hotline. UAE and Bahrain Victorious work together. UAE and Bahrain Victorious work together. UAE's going, man, we're out of the GC. Pretty much. Let's have a look, guys. It is 3 minutes. Okay. Do they work together? Like, I wonder if deep... Oh, bottle on the road here. It's an Ineos bottle. Be careful, guys. I mean, yeah, he's second place overall. I mean, anything can happen. They might have hopes now, too, of winning the whole thing. I don't know. They have Jan Christian in 7th place as well. But he's back with the GC group. I just kind of think, Bahrain's got such a good lead right now. UAE could be like, man, we want the stage wins. We want the daily wins. We're not teams. But if you need a hand, we might give it to you. We might give it to you. Let's just see what happens out there. Dave's saying crosswinds are a bigger killer than you might expect at the Giro. Empty here saying no BMC. No, BMC became CCC cycling team, but then went bankrupt. Okay, dude, gotcha. I just didn't know where Bahrain first started. Standing puddles on the road here, so we've had some heavy rains come through this area too, guys. Wet patches on the road. So yeah, it has been raining here recently. And yeah, guys, it's windy here still as well. 60 Ks to go right now. Flags, all the pink Giro flags on the light poles are all fluttering around really hard. Lots of people wearing jacks too. Guys, it's not roasty toasty out there. It is not that warm. 17 degrees with that wind. You're wet. Ugh, no thanks. I'm staying home. I'm inside cycling. Empty saying rowers are VO2 monsters. I know that. Dude, yeah. There's a great documentary about it somewhere on YouTube. I've always liked to follow America's Cup stuff. I'm not very knowledgeable on it, though. The grinders. And now it's peddlers. And the coolest thing that I learned, and I don't know all of it, guys, but apparently the winning America's Cup, do they still call it the America's Cup? It's not America's Cup anymore. But I think it is. I think they still call it the America's Cup. Whoever wins it on that 4-year cycle, like the Olympics, they set all the rules going forward. Now, I don't know how extreme they can be with the rules, but one of the rules was no more grinders. We're going to rowing. We're going to pedaling. Now it has to be leg-generated power. I don't know how much of the rules dictate, like, okay, all of the power has to be generated by the cyclists. Is that true? How much battery power is like? I think there's all sorts of crazy rules that come into place so the winning team can dictate what they're good at and have even more of an advantage for the next time around. I got to follow more of that stuff, man. I love watching it. I just don't know a lot about it. Aaron saying Giro just reported a stage from 1901 lasted over 19 hours. Yeah, dude, I think the first Giro, that was the first stage, first year, 1909. Same kind of idea as Tour de France. A newspaper said, man, we need to drum up some business. What are we going to do? It worked for, I think it was L'Equipe in France, starting in 1903. Italians went, works over there. Let's do it here. Seemed to work. And they were using, I guess at the time, the newspaper was pink paper. It was the cheapest paper in the area. And that was the jersey. think I discussed this last year too, even with at the Tour de France. The jerseys changed over the years quite a few times. I'll have to go back through that again, guys. Jersey's not always been a yellow jersey at the Tour de France, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't been a pink jersey the whole time. Sometimes they've had weird stripes on them. I think sometimes they used to wear like a sash over their shoulder. Dave's saying water polo players are like male gymnasts, big muscles and little body fat for warmth. Yeah, Matt, I remember when Pidcock got his win stolen by the fans. Yeah, Pidcock was really ticked off. Even at the bus afterwards, he was mad. That's why he was like, I don't care. I'm not stopping here. I'm riding to the finish like I should have done. Lazy morning and sprinter stage. So here I am. Hey, Colin and dudes. We actually have a good number of dudes here today, guys. We are sitting at around 49 people, chilling out, lurking in the chat. Hopefully you guys are all having a great day, hanging out, doing whatever it is you do. Eddie's asking, toss sprinter guys, just start commenting there for me. Milan, Manier, Groenewegen, Arnaud Delis, gone. I will throw Milan Menton into that mix. He does have good sprint results. He's gone from Intermarché as well. Ethan Vernon for NSN Cycling. He's the sprinter on that team. Alouar for Movistar? UAE. Dogs barking. Sorry, guys. Yeah, guys, there's a good selection of sprinters here. Skies ahead look dodgy. Yeah, it's getting quite gray again, guys. Getting quite gray out there. 4 riders still up front. 2 Bardiani dudes. Polti Visit Malta and Luca Vergalito for Team Alpecin Premier Tech. All really far down in the standings. Anywhere from 11 minutes 52 for Turozzi all the way to 42.26 back for Mattia Bass. Mattia. Potato. No Tour of Switzerland. Is there no Tour of Switzerland? Yeah, there's a Tour of Switzerland this year, right? Tour de Suisse. Sure there is. Okay, I'm not sure what we're discussing. We're talking about the Tour of Switzerland, and then... Okay, we'll figure it out. That was the year that Mahoric won against Asgren and had the emotion. Dude, I love that one. That's like the best interview ever in most sports. I actually put it on one day. I said, hey, Joey, watch this. She's like, oh my God. Yeah, I love Matty Mahoric. Sorry guys. Okay, here we go. It was the Tour of Switzerland. Gino died. Okay. Oh, he died at the Tour of Switzerland. Gino died by being to the right of a guy who missed the turn. Other guy hit a cable protection thing, which didn't extend to stop Mater's trajectory. He launched into the sky. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fell down to that rocky culvert area down below. But never got up from that crash. But guys, do you remember the stage where he was leading and it was a Primoz or a Jonas or a Taddy that caught him and passed him? I was like, dude, you don't need to win everything. I remember that so well. Gino trying to fight for a stage win. And that would have been a couple years before he passed away. Drew saying 20 likes, kids, should be a 1-to-1 ratio for our card. Yeah, everyone hit the like button. If you're here, hit the like button, guys. We got 50 people here. There should be 50 of those. Please. Let's get this video out to other people. I think tomorrow's going to be massive, guys. Tomorrow's going to be massive. Now, let's talk about Inside Cycling World strategies for tomorrow, dudes. What do you think I do? What do you guys want to see me do? Do I do the entire stage? Do I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning after 3 hours of sleep, and do I do the entire stage of Blockhouse? I think I should. Dave saying, given the race profile now, even Poggy would be very, very nervous now. Smash and like, guys. Smash and like. Yeah, Dave. Jonas is such a marked man. He's going to be insanely strong to get away. True, Dave. I'm thinking Jonas is looking good. I think he's elevated his training levels. He is 29 years old now. Anchovies, sardines. We got it all going on here, guys. Igor and Afonso are bonded for life after yesterday. Brothers from another mother. Oh, dude, totally. Drew saying Fishboy is now 15th position. How did he jump up 4 spots? Yeah, it's all the tide time. They probably put his name to the top. Pink balloons everywhere, you guys. Really good group of spectators out on the road, guys. Gray, overcast, standing water in places. Where are we now, guys? Just give you a little vibe as to where we are. Slowly, we're just north of Vesuvius now, heading to the sprint point of the day. So we're going to see some action, guys. And just like it says here on Tour Tracker, although there are big puddles at the roadside in places, the road surfaces are mostly dry now. That is true. Okay, they're talking about some drought in the area from the past. Bishop Vitaliano of Cupia, drought-stricken area. He arrived, said it will rain. It rained the next day. Miracle. One of those, right? Just pure chance. I think it's going to rain. I think it's going to rain. UAE and Bahrain working together. Given they are two Middle East-sponsored neighbors, makes sense, but would be a big scandal. UCI rules may apply for sure. Their hug after the stage said more than any interview. Don't worry about the caps, Dave. That doesn't bother me at all. I always think that's weird, man. When someone hits capitals. Dude, it's so easy to hit capitals. The shift and the capital right there. Dude, stop yelling. Stop yelling. Dude, if you want to write in capitals all the way, write in capitals all the way. Please do. It probably helps me. Okay, dude. It's a 1%er sport, maybe. Okay, I'm just going to browse through this stuff here, guys. Filippo Ganna can surprise with his sprint power. Dude, I'd love to see Ganna go. I mean, he's capable of pushing super hard at the end. I mean, we see him do it at Milan-San Remo. This is so flat, though. So flat. I think the sprint teams are going to be paying a lot of attention here. I mean, any win is a win here at the Giro, right? Paul Magnier, he's on camera right now. Number 131 here for Soudal Quickstep. Has 105 points. Jonathan Milan at 64. Jonathan Narvaez is 50. That's all going to change by the end. Lucas Kubis coming up beside Magnier right now. So Kubis went down somewhere in a crash that we didn't see. Aaron saying Mader won a Giro stage into Etna. Okay. I'll have to look back on his career. Okay, Aaron's saying, yes, this stage, I think you're referring to the blockhouse, is worth the loss of sleep. Yeah, dude, I'm just thinking about it. Okay, so tomorrow's Friday. I got a bit of paperwork to do today. Structured workout on my bike. What else? I do have to talk to a couple clients. I probably have an hour worth of work today to do, guys. I'm going to do some big marketing. I'm going to go harass my boss. I want your property management stuff that's in Drumheller because you said you'd give it to me, so give it to me. He's got a couple of properties there. And he goes, yeah, they're going to be yours, Colin. They're going to be yours. 4 months later, they're still not mine. Why? Because he just gets money for it. But it's nothing for him. I'm thinking I won't get those two until there's an issue. He's going to say, hey, Colin, can you take care of that? And then that's going to tell him, oh, yeah, I got to pass those off to Colin. Yeah, you do. You do. Yeah, so tomorrow, Friday. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I stream for it. Dudes, that's going to be probably, what, a 6-hour plus stage. I may need some supplies, which I don't really want to leave the house today, though. Where can I get supplies? I'm thinking Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I may have to get supplies for that. And then afterwards, I have a nap. I have a sleep. I hopefully don't have any work to do. Not like I got anything to do on a Friday night anymore. I have nothing to do on Friday nights. So, yeah, I could recover. Okay, Flocky, I think O'Connor will have a group at Blockhouse. Always good for a stage one. Yeah, O'Connor's got to do something. That I think Jake O'Lula. Guys, okay, just quick. I think I was talking to a friend about this yesterday or this morning. Ben O'Connor, what is he? Back of the top 10? Back at top 12, 15? That's where I would say right now, that's where Ben O'Connor is going to finish. Could win a stage, though. I think they're here more. The stage win for Jake O'Lula is more important than his 13th place finish, right? Lots of these small towns here have cobbles through them, guys. More like paving stones, as I would call it. 4 riders still together at the front. 47-second break. Actually, over here it's saying 35. Flow Bikes is saying 47 at the moment. We are 2.4 kilometers away from the sprint point at Brusciano. Through 2-door timing, guys. We have a 2-door team here. Oh, Drew saying fell like a ski jumper. I saw one that showed his braking skid mark. He could not slow down on 10 feet, 3 meters of grass for Gino Mater. Yeah, dude, that was horrendous, that one. Red Bull intravenous drip and Sanka delivered by the TT team. Yeah, guys, I guess I should leave the house. But, dude, I hate driving back. I'm 25 minutes from anything, guys. It's not like just a quick rip around the corner here. Getting a little bit of replay here. Oh, there's something going on with the fans on the side of the road. There's a... What is going on here? These fans are being really goofy on the side of the road, like pretending like they're going to jump in front of the cyclists. Dudes, just go arrest these two. I think a rider just took a punch at one of them. These two are morons. They're like jumping out from the side of the road. Yep. There's a rider there in a dark cape. It looks like a Bobbing Victorious rider. Took a shot at him. I would too. The guy's actually sticking his feet out. He actually pushes one of the Sudal riders. Yeah, we got some drunk fans out here, guys. Get rid of them. Get rid of those idiots. They kept going like this, like they were going to jump out at the last second. Like morons. And one of them did make physical contact with that rider. Lock him up. Where's the polizia? Aaron, I think it was Dennis Connor, not Dennis Miller. Yeah, Dennis Connor, he won. Yeah, that's the America's Cup stuff. We're going back to yachting. Yachting. We've got a new dude here. Real Exeroy. Real Exeroy. Guys, can you tell me where exactly they are? Because I'm working and I want to know how to come back at home. Dude, right now we're going to take a look at Tour Tracker Live. We are due north of Vesuvius, currently 48.4 kilometers to finish, about 30 miles if you're an American. We've just passed through the sprint point of Brusciano, and I will tell you who got that point. Oh, we're still getting to it, guys. We're 700 meters away. It's going to be swept up by the four riders in the breakaway. We have two Bardiani boys up there, Alpecin Premier Tech guy, and our bandaged up guy from Team Polti Visit Malta, Mattia Bias. I think this is going to be a random one. There's probably 1,500 euros on the line or something like that. And what will they win in this area? Sardines. A year-long supply of canned sardines if they cross this finish line first. I'm sure that's what's going on here. So, Real Exeroy, thanks for joining us. Aaron's saying shift. I hit the caps lock. Yeah, guys, caps lock, whatever. I'm going to start typing in caps lock 100% of every single one of my videos now. Caps lock all the way. And no one can say anything about it. I'm allowed to do that. Because my uncle used to do it. Yeah, a little bit of a sprint here at the finish line. Bardiani. Yeah, I think one of the Bardiani guys got it. He wants sardines really bad. Flocky saying Jonas is still a 1-7 outright win. Eulalio 20-1. Yeah, this morning I looked Eulalio. I saw the best 12-1. 20-1 was more like it. So they're still holding him to Jonas. I'm kind of wondering though, like I was looking on Odds Checker this morning, Flocky. I'm like, do the Odds Checkers guys really know what Eulalio did yesterday and how big 6-minute lead is? Like, I kind of wonder, like, do they have like a cycling expert watching it? Maybe they do. They probably do. Coffee talks with Colin. Yeah. Aaron saying Russell Coutts of America's Cup winning teams for New Zealand is not the principal dude in the GP sales circuit. Okay, I'll have to catch up on that. Dave saying I'm breaking out my Giro d'Italia jersey for the Blockhouse. We'll send evidence just before the stage start. Okay, just a little replay here. Bardiani sprinting. There was two of them there. Polti guy, yeah, just a slight acceleration. I think Bardiani got first and second. The Polti guy, he only gets one poor can of sardines. That's all he gets. Consolation prize. Dave saying, is there anything I can do to help? I don't know. Is there anything you can do? Exactly. Look into my eye. We need the Badger kicking butt and taking names. Eddie saying, our Tour Trackers... Dude, you can join Tour Tracker right now. This Tour Tracker I'm on right now, guys, it's free on the web. The mobile versions, not free. I would pay for this. So Tour Tracker, I want a discount though for just saying that. $4.99 a year, whatever. PCS I pay for. So I pay for PCS, so there's no ads. If you guys look at my PCS, once in a while I do stuff on my laptop, guys, upstairs, riddled with ads. You can't even use it. But I pay for PCS. I would pay for Tour Tracker. I pay for Flow Bikes, and they put the rate up. I think it's going to $249 a year, starting this June. They just let me know. Thanks, Flow. Thank you. Yachting is what rich dudes do. Sailing is what sportsmen and athletes do. Okay, we're sailing. We're not yachting. I'm just yachting. Unibet on the front here. Who is this? I'm going to guess it's Nicholas Larson up front working with Emmanuel Gebrek-Zabier and Eiko Bastians, followed by the Bahrain Victorious team. Now it's time for them to get up front and do work as the race leaders. It looks like the whole team's there too. Dave saying, why did no one not tell me about the sardine prize? I would have been there. Dude, another new dude here. Wow. Someone, it's, now, Sheila? Is this a Sheila? Sheila? Maybe? Sheila Neer? Is this really Sheila Neer? Sometimes I can't tell with the way the names are smashed together, but Sheila Neer, so I'm going to say it for now, sardines are the best. I hate them. Dude, actually, you know what? Sheila, I probably called you a dude there, but you're a dude here. I haven't had sardines since I was a kid, and it was something I grew up with. I have a friend. She decided to try them because it's the new social media thing on Instagram. Everyone's eating sardines. Sardines are the world's best food. Let's eat sardines. Yeah. And she said she almost threw up from it. So I guess, you know what, guys? I would say, yeah, compared to Europe, we eat very little fishy stuff here. Like very little. You can't get fresh fish here. Well, you can, but it's not that fresh. Yeah, we just don't. Probably the same in a lot of the parts of the States, too. You just don't eat a lot of fish. Sardines, are they fish? Kinda, maybe. Tarozzi, yeah, Tarozzi is in the breakaway again. That's Manuel Tarozzi for Bardiani. And the same crew at the front. Nice beard, Emmanuel Gebrek-Zabier, having a chat with Eiko Bastians. Yeah, full chit-chat going down the road. And then that actually might be Kopecky. I think it's Thomas Kopecky for Unibet Rose Rockets there. Having a look, he's on the radio right now. Let's take a look. That's who it looks like to me from a distance. They're both here. The bros are here. It's either Matthias or Thomas Kopecky, 203 and 204 for Unibet Rose Rockets on the front. And I did see Unibet lurking over on the far side of the road, kind of massing already. I think this last 40-something kilometers is going to speed up, guys. Only 15 seconds to the break, so they are slowly pulling the back. Road really narrows crazily here. Glad this isn't a high-speed run-in here. So we're through Brusciano. The early break is now in Poblagiano de Arco. Oh, the Arco. The Arches. Jumping back here. So Sheila Neer, I think. Could be something different pronunciation, but welcome aboard. Dude, exactly, Dave. That's what I'm thinking. How many of these bookies have actually ridden more than 100 kilometers in one day? Exactly. Do they... Like, with a 6.5 minute lead, is he really only a 20-1? Let me know, guys. Throw some comments down below. And dudes, too, like the channel if you can. And throw a comment in at the end. I'll put a comment every day. I know Aaron did yesterday. Then I pinned my comment. They always say I should pin a comment that you guys react to. And then YouTube goes, oh, wow, these people are all interacting with them. This is fantastic. Then they get me better advertisers, and I actually get to make a couple dollars out of this. Yeah, this month's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Aaron saying it's not just about the bookies, it's about the market and how it moves based on prices. Bicycle Monkey, I had sardines in Portugal and they were amazing. So it's not just a bad consolation prize. Yeah, dude, I probably just destroyed the cultural foods of the area. So I guess apparently sardines are quite delicious. I think I had them so much as a kid, it's like I never want to eat them again. Nature breaks happening for decathlon on the side of the road. They're like, yeah, I'm just going to pull over right here. A little bit of an industrial area with a big wall. And trying to see, fourth place, fifth place on the road is Afonso Ulalio. And his entire team is with him. Eddie's saying, I use PCS and I will not pay to remove ads. I don't care about ads. There are a lot of ads on my phones. Yeah, dude, to me, it's worth it. Like, guys, if I was showing this littered with ads, you'd hate it. Right? To me, there's stuff I use. Like, guys, I'm the kind of dude, like, there's a lot of free-to-play games. There's a lot of free-to-play software. But if you use it a lot, we're looking at the Alfa Romeo car manufacturing place. That's what it's officially called. They received a gold medal in 2013 for world-class manufacturing. The Stabilimento Alfa Romeo. Giant buildings with 1 million cars sitting there. Dude, if I use free-to-use software a lot, I will pay for it. Always. It's kind of like their marketing strategy. There's a lot of fun games to play. Yeah, you get to play the game for free, and they'll have like an add-on pass. Meaning, if you pay us $8 every couple of months, you get to unlock a bunch of extra stuff. Fair enough. I'll pay it. Yeah, you can use PCS wherever you want. Dave's saying it's terrible that some food gets ruined for kids because parents force them. And dude, I think also too, like your taste buds change so much as kids. Like I remember like being young and hating tomatoes. Now I love them. Like I don't think kids should eat tomatoes. I don't think it's a taste that we like when we're children. Yeah, sardines. Like with sardines, do you kind of eat everything? Like, do you eat everything? Sardines and grits. Okay, guys. You guys, this is Fab's like sardines and grits. Put enough garlic and olive oil on anything, it would taste good. The key is to get them fresh. Okay. I guess I'm eating sardines one of these days. Boiled Brussels sprouts and bark would be... I love Brussels sprouts. That's part of my upbringing. The peloton is close to the break. Will encourage someone to attack and bridge too far from the finish to make lead-out trains. Yeah, we are too far for the sprint teams to start coming to the front, guys. But some of the teams that are looking for a win here, they've got like maybe 1 or 2 chances to get a win. This is that kind of day. Jump out of the peloton and go for it. Back up to 26 seconds. We were down to 15. Flocky, I am tempted by 20-1 Ulalio before stage 7. Yeah, I just think 21 with a 6.5 minute lead. He is a bit of a climber. Dude, I guess I don't know enough about him, and then we don't really have enough of a track record on him. Will he just step up? Can he step up and compete? Drew's saying that peas can folk all the way off. Dad said, eat your peas or sleep at this table. Oh, dude, that's how I was raised. So Drew grabbed the honey and poured it on the peas and ate them. Dude, yeah, I was raised, you don't leave the table till you're done eating. Everything has to be eaten. That's how I was raised. Very British. Very British. The Himalayas. That's how we say it around here, the Himalayas. Yes, it's... Okay, it is Sheila. It's Sheila N. Sheila Near. Sardines are very healthy and great for a fast. So what I said? And great for a fast. Check out new trend. Yeah. A fast. Like as in a fast. You're fasting. Sheila's saying check out the new trend. 3 to 5 days sardine fast. It's all over Instagram. All over. My friend did it yesterday and she said she almost threw up. Gave it to the dog. Then again, we don't eat much fish. Guys, I don't eat fish ever. Ever. Fish for me... Dude, it's seafood. Like I might have lobster, but like I should be eating fish and chips though. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna find the best fish and chips place I can find in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, in the prairies. Probably not gonna be that good. But I bet you it's fantastic in North Shields, Tynemouth. I bet you the fish and chips there, superb. Dawn, no sardines for me. If I detect a fish bone in my mouth, I'm spitting it out. Yeah, dude, me too. Yep. Dawn, exactly. I remember, I think we were fishing for perch up in Red Deer, just up the road from me, at Sylvan Lake. And I had a perch bone. Perch are like this big, the ones here. I think they were perch. I had a fish bone stuck in my throat, it seemed, for like weeks. And I was with a different family. I was away from my family. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die with this other family, and my mom and dad would never knew what happened to me. I still remember that. I think all you got to do when you get a fish bone is eat a lot of bread. I think that's how I dealt with it at the time. I was probably like 11 years old. Fab saying, okay, wash my sardines down with my urine therapy. Yeah, dude, sardines, urine therapy. What else can we do here? If it's on Instagram, it's got to be good. And the only ways you do urine therapy is you drink it or you apply it liberally to your whole body in any direction that you want from any source. I guess the real way is you let it ferment for a few days, let it get real stinky, and then put it on, go out for the night. Have a great time with that. I'd rather look aged. Fish bones like pits, part of the game. Dave's saying there's expensive sardines. So there's like different levels of sardines. 40 kilometer banner right now, guys. Hey Sheila, how'd you find the channel? Was it just through all of our weird talk? Did you get notified because we were talking about sardines? I always wonder how people find this channel. A lot of people are coming here through the intensive urine therapy discussions we've had over the last few days. I keep telling my friend too, I said, hey Kelly, we've been, and she goes, really? She goes, I got to start watching this. Any way I can get people in here, man. Any way I can get people in here, I'll do it. Drew's talking about his new Samsung just came loaded with games, ads. Yeah. TikTok. Everything's TikTok, guys. Oh. And Dave does it. He did it, man. Dave, how dare you talk in caps lock all the way. Dave went full. Dude, you never go full caps lock, Dave. You never go full caps lock. Dave's saying, I sat at the table all night once. It put a stop to my mom saying that to me. Yeah, dude, we did it too. Like, I swear, sitting there for like 2 hours, crying. Dude, how many of you, especially I think, maybe it's other people as well, but if you're from the UK, I'm just going to say the UK in general, big catch-all. How many of you remembering report card time? How many of you remember that horrifying day, maybe it was twice, 3 times a year, where your dad would sit you down and just tear you to pieces and then start tutoring you in math or something? That the worst days of my life. Me and my little brother sitting there just crying all night long. Filet-O-Fish was the go-to fish in my hood. Yeah, dude, exactly. Aaron, yeah, I've never fished in Cabo. No, Colin, you do not eat fish Cabo. Dude, I think I've had fish tacos, which I like, but it's probably barely fish. Okay, dude, let's put I'm going to put a correction to this. I'll put a caveat. When I went to Puerto Vallarta in 2010, I rented a condo for a month by myself. I'd never been there. I'd never traveled to Mexico. I stayed up behind the romantic zone in downtown Puerto Vallarta, Old Town, which is actually, probably in a really good way, the gay zone. There are gay resorts there. There's gay beaches there. I was there. Not gay. So I stayed up in a little place above. I walked through there every day. Found a little cafe I liked. Became friends with the dude that worked there. Kind of took me, and I was there every day. I'm like, this is my go-to now. I walk there every day. I get some groceries. I stop by Lorenzo's Cafe. It's called Bean and Gone. He just worked there, like as the main dude. And it was right near the little zoo that's in downtown Puerto Vallarta. There's like a little zoo there. And he goes, hey, we're going for a drive. He goes, we're going to go to my mom and dad's house. We went to, what's up the place from Puerto Vallarta? Everyone goes there now. It's like a surf town. Okay, dudes. Here we go. We still got time. We're doing it. We're doing it. You made me do it, guys. It's your fault. Puerto Vallarta, right here. The Bay of Banderas. Biggest bay in Mexico, right here. So, yeah, dudes. Oh, man, this is so good. This is bringing back memories. Yeah. Dude, so this is what I'm talking about. This little dry area here. I think there's like a little zoo area in here. Is this right? Maybe it's further down. You know what? I think it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one here. I stayed in Alta Vista. I stayed up in Alta Vista. Dude, I can probably find it. If you guys really want, I can find it. if we really want to go that deep into Inside Cycling World. So yeah, I think this is kind of like, it's just the gay zone. That's what it is. There's lots of gay couples down there. It's fantastic. I think I stayed. Guys, I'm gonna have to do some searching. I don't want to bore you totally to death here, but there's this little park area here. I think this is a little bit of a zoo area in here in places. It's probably all changed. And the coffee shop I would stay at was right about here. Anyways, long story. I made that story longer than it needed to be. His family lived up here. Sayulita. This is like the place where I was like, have you checked out Sayulita? Yes, I did. His mom and dad lived somewhere back up in here, like off the side of this road. I'm like, where am I going? And then, it was like, oh, do you like shrimp? And I'm like, yeah, I love shrimp, dude. I love it. And then his dad's out the door, come on, screaming at his neighbor just down the way who brought out this big Coleman cooler of like the freshest, biggest shrimp you've ever seen. And then, do you like fish? I just said, yeah, sure. And then I see his mom standing over an open fire with a cast iron skillet cooking white chinongo, red snapper. And like, I'm sitting there by myself. First time out of the country. I probably knew him about 2 weeks at this point. Like I was there every day. I was with him every day. And there's his mother cooking me a full red snapper, head on, everything. Probably one of the best things I ever tasted in my life. Just gonna say it. And I was like, oh my God, I have to eat this now. Oh my God, I have to eat this. And it was so good. I just don't have access to a lot of that stuff here. I'm looking on the map here too, guys. Bucerias. My last trip to Mexico, I stayed right here, Crystal Grand. We should have stayed here at the Palomar or the Estancia. Kind of little isolated resorts. Addison and her boyfriend Holden just went to the Riu Palace in April. Yeah, they were just here. I think it was pretty good. One thing I don't like about this place is you got nice boring pools, just rectangles. Crystal could have had better food, but I like the pool here. It had a nice big infinity pool at the front and a boring pool at the back. I'll show you where I sat every day. There was like a little stick out here in the pool. I sat up here every day. Loved it. And dudes, when I go on vacation, I just shut it right down. Shut it right down. 35.3 to go, guys. The attackers are caught. Everyone's back together, guys. All back together. So, dude, I should have red snapper again because I loved it. Maybe because it was so fresh. And like honestly, head on, over and over. I think, you know what? I think I had 2 of them. I think I did. Because he was like, my mom cooked this for you. You have to eat it. I'm like, what? Dude, Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar Hill Gang. Dave might know this from the lyrics. The ultimate rap song, Rapper's Delight. There's a part in there where they talk about eating food and it tastes like garbage. So yeah, I can't remember the song now. But dude, that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, it was so good, man. So good. Yeah, we have lots of trout here. Dude, I ate a lot of that when I was younger too. My dad loved to go fishing. I probably had a lot of salmon. We still live. Oh, another detour, guys. Let's do this. When I was a kid, I lived right up here. So here's Calgary. Dave's over here, the hot spot of Canada. I'm over here. Here's Vancouver Island. My mom lives right here in Victoria. She actually lives up in Sydney by the Sea. So all the ferries come into Sydney by the Sea. Weird geography here, guys. Weird borders. The U.S. and Canada both right here. The international border, like this is all U.S. Higher up than Victoria is. Tons of tourists here all the time. And I used to live way up here. Port Hardy. And back in the day, there wasn't even a road here. There was a ferry that took you up here. Big mining town. It's probably one of the few parts of Vancouver Island that haven't got any growth spurt yet. My dad worked at a mine up here. And apparently when they recovered that mine, I don't think there was an airport back then. I did look it up online. When they recovered that mine, it was so close to the ocean, they just blow a hole in the seawall, I guess, and let the ocean reclaim it. I don't know what they mined there. Hopefully it's not bad for the water. Let's hope. So I was up there. So, dude, we would have eaten lots of salmon up there. I remember going out like in a 16-foot aluminum fishing boat out into the Pacific there with orcas going by. Orcas would come by and steal fish from people. Like, it was insanity. Pretty unsafe, too, probably. Arg, Billy, have you ever been to sea? Captain Highliner was Canada's attempt to save Newfoundland. Yesterday, urine. Today, sardines. Tomorrow, dude, Eddie, whatever you want, man. Eddie, what is the national delicacy of Malaysia? Tomorrow will be wild boar. Thoughts. Dude, I'll do some research tonight. Sardines and urine, interesting smells abound. Abound. One of my favorite podcasts, the guy used to always say, mysteries abound. My name's Paul. Some weird Australian guy. I tried looking him up a while ago. I can't find him anymore. Lake Minnetonka. Dude. No. Okay, well, we have a Lake Minnetonka. Is there also a lake? I think there is a Lake Minnetonka. But we have a Lake Minnetonka here, probably an hour and a half from home. Drew saying 1960 me, 3-year-olds fishing with a stick, string, and a bent safety pin and bacon. Raw. Fishing for sunfish, hooked one, found out the species are hemophiliacs. The fish bled out. Drew cried himself to death. Oh, Dom was saying, I can't hear you. I wonder if I hit my mic off for a second, guys. Trying to catch up, guys. Never fished again. Yeah, my dad had us out fishing all the time. I guess I did a lot of fishing up till probably junior high. It was just something we did all the time. I didn't eat a lot of it. My dad loved it. Again, kids' tastes different. Like your taste buds, I think, are so much different. Unibet Rose Rockets on the front right now. Emmanuel Gebrick Xavier, Iko Bashans, Bahrain Victorious. 33 kilometers to go, guys. It's currently 8:55 in the morning. Are you kidding me? What a slow... I thought we'd be done by 9 a.m. today. I think we're 40 minutes out. Bit of road traffic in this area, guys. Sorry for the pause there. I hate pausing on my videos. Yeah, they're skipping over the road medians here. Very windy, this finish. Sheila, I listened to you during the Tour de France last year. I'm a cycling novice, but stay glued to the tour. I'm excited for... Awesome, Sheila. Awesome stuff. Sheila is OG, guys. OG from last year. That was when I first started doing this kind of style of videos, guys. I was during the Tour de France. I was there every day. Bicycle Monkey saying Sayulita, so he must have already known where it was. Sayulita right by the beach of the dead. Dude, it's a big surfing town, and they're trying to keep it older looking. No big resorts. I think the biggest building there might be... Maybe they got a 3-story building. Generally 2-story. Sheila saying, I love the way you interact with your audience. Great job. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for being here because you guys make this different for everyone. Bicycle Monkey from the Sioux in Canada spends 2 weeks every year in Bucerius. Incredible gravel riding. Bicycle Monkey, Mr. Monkey, Bucerius. I think that's where Phil Guyman has a house. He does. Dudes, what's the name of the company that provides you guides in areas you don't know? I should know this. I think they have a center down there too. So the company, you guys know this. The company, you go somewhere you've never been to. You want some bit of safety factor. You want to ride on some decent roads. You don't want to get ran over by a semi or have people throw beer bottles at you. They have a center down there. They'll take you for rides. And Phil Guyman, I'm pretty sure he has a house down there. Phil Guyman, the Stravo KOM Hunter guy, ex-pro. I can't remember how high Phil got. Did he ride World Tour? I think he... not sure. Did he ride for EF? Prairie oysters count as seafood, right? Yeah, we'll say that for now. Dave saying, I know it's wrong. Pictures you thinking of eating your friends. Dude, I'm not even going to say it. I just kind of mumbled that out loud to myself. Dude, it was some of the best tasting food I ever had. Matt saying that is fabulous about Puerto Vallarta. So happy to it. And it brings back some memories for me too. Dude, I remember not even stumbling, dude. I wasn't really drinking down there. But yeah, stumbling around Puerto Vallarta late at night. In that area, I felt so safe. Everyone was friendly to me. I was a single guy by myself. Maybe that's why they were friendly to me. I didn't feel anything like, oh, who's going to jack me? Nothing. Yeah, phase 2 is getting geared up. I think phase 2 is really going to start ramping for the Red Bull KM. And then I think it's just going to keep rolling through that. Might be time for a quick nature break. Real Exeroy's asking where they are, dude. They've got 34.5 kilometers to go. We're just over 20 miles to the finish. Emmanuel Gebrigzabier on the front. Unibet, I think it's Kopecky, and Eiko Bashes have to do all the work at the front. That seems that's their designated role on these teams. Everyone's back together. We are 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. And it's break naturel time. Please do not attack me. All right, dudes, we are back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and performance training excellence center here, guys. Dudes, 30K out now. Heading towards the finish line. Okay, and we're going to refresh PCS here. Let's have a little refresh of that. 28.7, they're saying 29.9 over on Flow Bikes. Over on Tour Tracker, we're going to start zooming in, guys, to see where we're actually at. Working our way back towards the coastline. Dudes, we're finishing right in... Wow, we're finishing right down to... Ooh, look at this finishing segment here, guys. We've got a crazy 180-degree corner here. Actually, 290s all jammed together there. Yeah, this looks... I'd say this is a bit sketchy here. I think, Aaron, you said that earlier. I can see why. All the cruise ships parked down here. I saw that on Google Maps this morning. They're all down here. And the ferries. There's a bunch of ferries that go to here. I think these are all the ferries, these blue decked ones. I actually started following. I think one of these ferries goes all the way over to, I think it's called Caligari in Sardinia. You know, we got ferry reports here. Tomorrow we're talking about wild boar. This channel has everything, guys. Has everything. It's worth sticking around for it. Yeah, so it doesn't look too bad. The run-in, this segment here, we do have a hard corner here. They will be jockeying pretty hard for this corner, I think. Along the shoreline here. But this looks crazy here. We're going to take a hard left, followed by 2 super hard right-hand turns, and then the finish line is in sight. They got a big parking lot area here. This is the finish line for today. I'll zoom out a bit so you can get an idea of how far out they are now. Strange. Oh, let me just take a look at this. Why are we showing them... That's why. We're not at the Red Bull KM yet. We're getting towards it now. I thought we'd already passed through it. Must be thinking about the sprint point here. So we do have time bonifications. 6:4 and 2 seconds time bonifications there. That means free time back. Nico Denz is riding at the very back of the peloton. The German crashed heavily earlier in the stage, and he looked very groggy. He got the okay to continue. Yeah, random fans scraping him off the road. Get up and ride, dude. Grabbing his bike. No, dude, he needs to be checked over. So we are making our way right now to the Red Bull KM. So every day we have a Red Bull KM with time available to reduce your time ever so slightly. GC guys need a lot more than just 6 seconds to start pulling Afonso back. But Blockhouse is coming tomorrow, guys. Blockhouse is on tap tomorrow. Yeah, the U-turn at the finish. No, Dave, I was thinking about Sugar Hill Gang. But I see you're talking about Grandmaster Flash right now. I know what song you're talking about too. Dude, it's just a line in Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight, where he goes over to his buddy's friend's house and hates the food, the chicken. Yeah, and then his friend tells his mom to give him more. Victor Campenart's at the back. He's signaling cars come by. I'm not sure if Victor wants to get back to his team car here. 28 kilometers to go to the finish, guys. Heading into Naples as we speak. We're on the outskirts of Naples. Oh, Real Xeroy is from Naples. I need to check the traffic. Dude, it's going to be getting rough soon. It's going to be getting rough soon. If you can see the video, I don't know if you can. Maybe you can only hear it. They are on the north side of Naples. I'm not actually sure what this area is called. You know what, dudes? Let's do this. We'll zip away from Canada. We'll go the other way around the world. And we will jump into Naples here. Dude, I think they're probably like north of the airport right now. They're the Aeroporto Internazionale di Napoli. So they're north of the... Let's see, guys. Where is the airport? Yeah, they are. I'm looking at the airport right now on Tour Tracker. Dude, they skirt the edge of the airport by only a couple hundred meters. Doesn't look like a very big airport here. I don't even know what kind of planes fly in this place. Do we have full-size jets here? Yeah, we do. We got some 737s here, it looks like. Aviation talk, guys. Let's hit it. All you aviation nerds out there, unite. Unite. Here we go, guys. Dude, I love aviation too. I just don't know enough about it. But yeah, we skirt. Wow, look at this corner. Look at this here. Okay. Tour Tracker showing us we're going to probably do a little whip-de-doo-dah. Probably go under a road, up high onto a highway. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to be on a raised, elevated highway going across the city. That if we look to our right, we would see the northeast end of the airport. We're getting towards that point now, dude. If you're going to be getting out in traffic, you better go now. You better go now, bro. So that's your weather traffic report. Aaron saying, Port Hardy on Victoria Island. No wonder you like geology. Yeah, dude, I got dragged up there as a kid. I lived in a coal mining town, Elkford, in the mountains. And, dude, Elkford was even more... Elkford seemed more remote. It is quite remote. It's like a dead-end town. Yeah, look here. So if you come from Calgary, this is the 3A. Actually, it's the number 3. This is the Crow's Nest Pass. Dudes, we talked about this. What happened at the Crow's Nest Pass, guys? Frank Slide happened at the Crow's Nest Pass. This whole mountain, Turtle Mountain, smashed the town down below. Smashed the town down below. This is Frank Slide. This is what it looks like. And I thought I could get a 363 here, guys. That whole mountain caved away, and you can see how far we were from it. Just wiped out the whole time. I think about 109 people died, something like that. Anywho, I think we spent an hour talking about that last year. You come through the Crow's Nest Pass. It's actually a place, Crow's Nest. Blairmore's through there. The welcome. Look at this. This is important. At Sparwood, which used to have the world's largest mining truck, you head north. And you come up to Elkford. This pretty much is the end of the road. This is the end of the road. After this, you're just on back logging roads through the Kananaskis country here. That was all logging back there. Maybe they're... Ooh, look, something's going on here. Something's going on here. What is this all about? I don't even know. Oh, that's probably the coal mine. So you don't really get to see it, but there's doing a lot of coal mining back here. Guys, the Great Divide Mountain Bike Race. The Trail Divide. I mean, they call it that too, the Trail Divide? It comes right through here. This is day one of the GDMBR, whatever they call it. It starts in Banff, in Canada, so it starts up here. And I think they go through Canmore and somehow work their way through Kananaskis country and come down through this long valley here. They go right through Elkford. You see them stop in Sparwood before they take off and go across the Montana border. Probably right down through here. That is cycling related. We're allowed to talk about that. 24 kilometers to go, guys. Unibet, Lidl, Sudal pulling. It's the same thing every day. Tomorrow, cow dung face mask does wonders for your pores. Yeah, dude, it could be anything. Sunfish have a million bones. Aaron St. Colin, there's a Lake Mini everything. Really? Budget riders back. Sorry I'm late. Had a CAT scan for calcium deposits in the heart. Ooh. And busy with work. Any missed drama? Dude, not a lot right now. We had a bit of rain earlier. You probably missed all the fascinating sardine recipe talk we had. I think everyone's having sardines for supper tonight. Dave's talking about cow dung face masks for tomorrow. We had a little bit of urine therapy talk. There is a sprint coming now. Pulte going again. Pablo Diego Silva going too. In that blue jersey. He's still in the King of the Mountains jersey. Both Pulte boys. That's right. They're both Pulte boys there. Lotto Intermarché getting involved. 3 Pulte boys up there now. Astana comes up. That's Bardiani, actually. Bardiani are on the right-hand side. Will get the time bonifications here on that beautiful De Rosa bike. Who was that? Oh, there was an attack by Segart just a while ago, too. He probably led out the attack there. We'll see who goes through here. He got caught, though. I think it was a Bardiani guy that got... Oh, he did. Yeah, it was Filippo Magli who gets it. And Ness, there is an attack here going on. I can just see it on camera now up the left-hand side of the road. Alex Segart, Alec Segart. I like to call him Alex. Sorry, Alec. We'll just call you Alex from now. We talked about him earlier. One of the main dudes for Bahrain Victorious time trial dude. He's pulling the Ghana off that James from Vegas was hoping for earlier this morning. This is the kind of move that might work. He is a TT champion. He's very strong in the TT. Catch them sleeping here. This is all planned. This is all planned. After the time bonification, someone's got to go. This is where he can do well for Bahrain. He's probably not going to be there to assist in the mountains. We still have Unibet, Sudal Quickstep, and Trek. One guy from each team doing all the work on the front. So yeah, Bardiani will get it. But yeah, KOM jersey was in it. Lotto Intermarché. There was an Alpecin Premier Tech rider. Another team. I think there was 3 Pulte Visit Malta guys in that. And then soon as that went off, Alec went up. Yeah, dude, I can see him there. He has a look over his left shoulder, and then he goes. He jumps up the left-hand side. Right when everyone dials it back. However, he's been caught. So all that for nothing. Dave's saying the fish from the Don River and Lake Ontario were inedible up until the 90s. The Peloton has been super chill. Eddie, I was asking, what is the national food delicacy in Malaysia? I think that's what you're answering there too. So this shows Segart being tacked. The Peloton, a lot of the teams want to win here today. They catch them and there's a big pile up of riders like kind of slowing down. This is where they're going up that big off-ramp. It's an off-ramp, guys. They're going up this big off-ramp here. This little curly Q thing. So they all have to hit the brakes heavy here. They're going up on the off-ramp, up onto a highway now. So, dude who lives there, real Exeroy, you need to vacate the area if you're driving. The roads are going to be shut down hard right away. And on screen here on Tour Tracker, guys, you can see the airport. I want to make sure I'm as live as I possibly can get, guys. Yeah, that's it. I think I can see the airport over to the right-hand side right now on Flow Bikes. So, Filippo Magli, Ludovico Crescioli for Team Pulte Visit Malta. We saw him. And Leonard Venivelt. That was our Lotto Intermarché guy. Leonard Venivelt already going out and getting a couple seconds. He's over 6 minutes back. Lake Minnetonka, west of Minneapolis. So, yeah, we have a Lake Minnewanka. That's where the Vikings are now, he said. Okay. Yeah, Fab Cycling saying to Budget Rider. Yeah, dude, exactly. I think you had the drama this morning, so hopefully everything's okay with you. Google Map concierge services. I think it's probably all my surfing around on Google Maps. I love Google Maps, guys. I'm on Google Maps every day. I'm always looking at something. Just over 20 kilometers ago, guys, we've been racing for 2 hours and 56 minutes. I'm saying they're probably 20, 25 minutes behind schedule today. Bunch of races. There's been 3 different races finish during the time we've been watching this, guys. Tour of Hungary, we had the Tour of Azerbaijan, and there was a couple others. We just had the Volta of Portugal de Futuro. This will be the under 23 race, the Tour of Portugal, Tour of the Future, and Tour of Portugal. Guys, hammering now, 69, 70 kilometers an hour on this big open highway. It's only 2 lanes, but it is a raised, elevated highway. I think we just came back down off the elevated section. Okay, bicycle. Yes, it is. The company VeloGuide, I think. The guy who started it, oh, he's from Calgary. Okay. Yeah, guys, you basically, wherever you're going to go travel, like let's say you're traveling to Italy, and you're like, dude, I don't know anyone there. Dude, you can go online to this company, VeloGuide, and you can look at the riders. You can see what abilities they have. They're going to ask you questions. Dude, do you want to ride 20K or do you want to ride 100? Do you want to climb mountains or do you want to take a chill? Some of these guys will help you access equipment. It's kind of like, I'll do whatever I can to help you. You pay them a fee. They take you for a ride. Whatever. Yeah, F1 fans do know Patronus. No Miss Drama today. Open Bay 12. Yeah, Bay 12, please. Phil bought his house from Joel. I'm trying to figure that out. Phil. Definitely, we just came around for a 709er there, guys. Unannounced. Entryway. Yeah, dude, we're riding on like a main road here through Naples. I'm just going to say right now, as a tourist here, I would never want to drive a car here. Never. It just seems so hectic. I think with Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever. Like, dude, there's so many side turns off area, like very hectic driving. Yeah, pace will be cranked up now, guys. Average pace is only 41.5 kilometers an hour throughout the whole race so far. Yeah, Edmund Hillary. Yeah, Dave. He was credited as the first human to climb Everest, but a Sherpa probably had a weekend cabin up there. Well, dude, who's the first guy? Edmund Hillary got credit for it, but there's the old guy, Mallory. Mallory, I think from the 20s, they found his body up top. They just found his body in the last 5-10 years. Is that right, guys? And they actually had visuals of Mallory and whoever he was with when they were basically hiking in like wool jackets with caps on and stuff like that. They saw them like at the last descent. So they don't really know if he made it to the top. Bike change here from Mateusz Kopecky. I'm watching it on screen right now. I'm pretty sure he was one of the dudes at the front working. They don't know if he made it to the top or not, but he was right there. And then his body's been lost for, I guess, almost close to 100 years, and they found it. Joel Koralski. So this is the founder of VeloGuide, I believe. VeloGuide, welcome aboard. Pretty sure Tenzing Norgay also credited with the ascent. Yeah, that's the guy that was with Hillary. Oh, Phil Guyman. Yeah, sorry, dude. Okay, we're back to Phil. Yeah, I got lost here, guys. Phil seems to be rocking K1s, but can he help Paul win the tour? Dude, yeah, he wishes. Aaron says, we need a discussion about how host paint towns want very dodgy finishes for a sprint in the middle of... Yeah, let's make the finish as hard as possible. We want crashes. Dude, I think a lot of the spectators, it's kind of a NASCAR mentality. And you know what? I thought the crashes yesterday were fun for those 2 riders, for me, because it just really added the drama. I don't like the crashes, though. I don't want to see someone crash out and lose a race because of that. We've already lost great cyclists here at this race. Eddie's saying that Tour of Lancario should be out next month. PCS is pretty good on that stuff. They usually get stuff up pretty quick. I should be looking at it here real quick. Dave's talking about Lisa Stansfield. I think that was, I don't want to say she was a one-hit wonder from the 80s, but I probably only slightly remember one song. Blockhouse Manana. I go to work at 8:30 on Friday and Saturday our time, Mountain Time. Ooh, we might be done by then, Drew. Like tomorrow is 244 kilometers, guys. And it starts at, I believe it's 3 o'clock a.m. for me. 5.5 hours to do the blockhouse? We might be getting close. Geo with Colin show. I try, guys. I try. Sometimes. LA speed check story. Or Lance Armstrong speed check story. Those who know, know. Dudes, 15K out. It's going to get pretty fast here. We're just going under the 15-kilometer banner now. Still the same dudes up there, but now there's a bunch of teams starting to mass on the front. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Yeah, I just got to catch up, guys. I'm doing a sticky bottle here. 6:04 and 2 seconds for the Red Bull kilometer. Drew's saying the airport is similar to Geneva's. Yeah, we are in a sticky chat bottle situation right now. Gavin goes, I am caught up. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Mars. MARRS, Dave. I can run that loader. Yeah, exactly. Mallory's at the South Pole? Didn't know that. Drew saying the last Whole Earth catalog featured the New Zealand outdoor gear company. Sir Evan Hillary took our down sleeping bag to the summit of Everest. All my summer mowing cash went to mail ordering it. Took 6 months to ship it. Wow. Dudes, we made it. Let me refresh PCS. 13.7 kilometers ago. Now they're showing Tobias Lund Anderson. Dylan Groenewegen's already been spotted. I'm going to jump back here. We're past the airport now. Hopefully dude didn't get stuck in traffic. Wow, it would be kind of cool to have the race go right by you. We're coming up on the 10-kilometer banner here. We're working our way through these streets. Oh, look, we got a little sports stadium here. Local soccer team. Probably a smaller team, I would imagine. They've only got seating on one side. Little cloverleaf here. You guys see this? This is the cloverleaf, you know, whatever. Yeah, we're getting in there, guys. Getting in there. 12.6 Ks remaining here. So in the last kilometer, guys, I'm just going to focus on Flow Bikes here. And Flow is saying 13.6, so I'm trying to make sure. Paul Magnier is the first French rider with 2 Giro stage wins in a single edition since Arnaud Demar took 3 stages in 2022. Dude, that's how good Arnaud Demar was. I knew there was a couple years where he was on fire. Paul can do it. I think Paul can tie the record during this Giro. Can he beat it? Here's our finishing area here, guys. And the hardest part's going to be right here. If there's any crashes today, we can all say, I told you so. This, yeah, Sketchville. If that's a kilometer to go here, I'm going to say before we enter the first 90, it's 500 meters to go. It'll be probably 350, 400 meters to go in the straightaway section. So they got 2 wicked 90s right before the finish. Probably dictated by the fact that there's not many places they can finish the race here. I guess they couldn't really have jumped this median to cut through here straight into the parkade. So let's make 2 nasty, nasty corners before that at high speeds when people are desperate to win the race. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Just saying. LA speed check is Colonel Brian Schulz flying the SR. Okay, SR. Dude, love the SR-71 stuff. Dave's just sending me something here, probably a YouTube link to that SR-71 story. Aaron, time to get pumped for the sprint. Stay on the bike, boys. Black clouds all around. They'll get to the finish line. Giulio Ciccone on screen right now. He's probably happy not to be in the pink jersey anymore. He definitely was yesterday. He did not want to chase. It was a horrible day, though. Drenched to the bone. 11 kilometers out now, guys. It says the average speed has now gone up to 42.8 k an hour after 3 hours. I'm seeing 41.9 here, so not really sure. Kopecky did get back into the bunch after the bike change. He's a lead-out rider for Dylan Groenewegen, it's saying. Guys, kind of weird finish here. We're on like a raised highway all the way, kind of riding through the industrial area, some apartments nearby. Dude, parts of this, when I look at it, remind me of Mexico. Yeah, especially with the palm trees there. Kind of weird zoning. You know, you got apartment blocks here and an industrial area right across the road with some beautiful trees nearby. Just different. Rain and pave, kind of like urine therapy and sardines. Yeah, totally. They better not rain now. Dude, it is getting dark. They're not in the sun anymore. They are under the clouds here. If it started raining right now, look out. There is rain. You can see rain in the foothills in the background. And this looks like traffic that's backed up because of the race here. They might have this traffic blocked down here, down below. Yeah, they're like on a raised highway above all the landscape around them here. Eddie's saying here the national food is nasi lemak, coconut rice dish. National drink is pulled milk tea. National animal is the tiger. National place is Patronus. The biggest twin tower in the world. Oh, dude, I do know that one. Is that the one that, what's his face climbed? No, where did he climb that? You guys know who I'm talking about, the free climber. He climbed some tower live. It was on Netflix. Yeah, that guy is so intense. Yeah, there's no road furniture here right now, guys. It's wide open, 3-lane wide highway. Teams are massing up right now. Uno X dead center. Pulte wants to get involved in this. Lidl Trek on the far right. Sudal right beside them. NSN more on the light side, right beside Astana, Jayco, and Bahrain Victorious. Pink jersey riding fifth from the front on the very, very far left-hand side of the road. They're going to get him to the safety zone, probably at 5 kilometers today, I would imagine. Coconut rice with mango, very good. That might be good, man. Yeah, Aaron, how are 140 riders going to make it unscathed on the turns in the final kilometer? Dude, it's going to be so stretched out. Alex Honnold. Yeah. Dude, right here. We got a lurker. Lurker identified here. Lurker, it is, I'm not sure how to say him. It's Mayor J. Rourke. Dude, I'm blind right now. My eyes are sketching out, guys. I got to turn this up. Sorry. I want to say Marie, but it's not. Is Mayor or Rourke? Mayor or Rourke? Alex Honnold. Yeah, dude, great. You are a dude here. Yeah, watching Free Solo. Gotta say, Joey always loved Alex. I mean, take a look at Alex, though. He never blinks. That guy blinks about 3 times a minute. So intense. Yeah, Alex Honnold. I think we watched... Yeah, dude, we were down in Villa del Palmar in Cabo. Oh, 6-7 years ago. I think for my birthday. And yeah, we watched that like from our hotel room. It was like end of the day. We're both sunburnt. It's, 4 o'clock, end of the day. Well, you go back to your room. She'd pass out for like 3 hours. I'd watch TV. And she woke up to it, thinking I was watching it. And then you go for dinner late that night. Yeah, watch the Free Solo with, yeah, it's Maire O'Rourke. Mayor? I just don't know how to say your name. The riders are amassing now, guys. 9 kilometers to go right now on TV here. 8.5 on Flow Bikes. I'll give you a shot here. Here we are, guys. Coming in now. Coming in for a 7-0 an hour right now. We do have a turn coming up. It looks like a little bit of an off-ramp. We're going to jump off the highway and go under the highway itself in just a little off-ramp area. Loop around. We're going to be heading westerly down to a southerly direction. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Showing Ethan Vernon on screen right now. Lucas Kubis in the mix. Lucas would love to win a stage 2. Hard position for him because Dylan is their main sprint guy. But before Dylan showed up, it was Lucas Kubis. And hopefully, guys, don't miss the off-ramp here. Because the off-ramp looks like it's got a concrete barrier. You need to get over. You need to merge over. Let people merge. Daily showers in Nassau is common. Dude, I got to get down to that part of the world. Really do. They will be hitting the off-ramp right away according to Tour Tracker. They're on it right now, I believe. And yeah, Tour Tracker is showing us ahead a lot. Like almost a full kilometer ahead. Am I really that delayed here? Well, we're going to find out real quick. Now showing Mattis Mikkels here, the Estonian rider for EF, finished 4th already at this race. On the last big sprint day when he's sitting right on Paul's wheel. He is right on Paul's wheel. He's got 3 EF teammates with him. He's going to surf Soudal. He's going to surf Soudal today, guys. Taking that overpass now, guys. 6.4 to go here. We'll jump back to PCS. 7.1. And the Tour de Feminine has finished. It looks like in Czech Republic, I believe. Like the afterburners, we are in the pipe. 5x5, bros. We're in the pipe. 5x5. Dude, I love it. Love it. Been a nice, fun stage here today. We're just over 4 miles away to the finish. Dave's saying, I love bands that can play live and deliver great shows. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Bands that play live and are terrible, they're not really bands. They're just kind of fake. Auto-tuned, backing tracks. Here in Canada, am I really that far behind? Oh, we went on one highway. We're jumping off another one now. Yeah, we are like diverging off this highway too. Really? Am I really that far back? I might be. I think the Flow Bikes coverage is quite a ways back, guys. It's quite a ways back right now because I think I'm just seeing it here now, this big off-ramp area. Yeah, we might be like a full kilometer behind in coverage. Seems like it's a long ways back to me. Decathlon drive in the front now, guys. I think I'm just going to focus on the absolute video here. Not be so stressed out about the data center here. 5.9 to go. Yeah, it's pretty close here. 5.9, 6.2 kilometers here. So I think I'm going to rock that. Bahrain Victorious keeping their bro safe at the front. Waiting for the big boys to show up. Everyone stay safe here, guys. Everyone stay safe. Peloton scatters across the road now. Speeds have really increased here, guys. There's probably a smattering of like 50 to 60 riders in our front group and then a bunch of riders just tailing off. We are probably getting to the cutoff point of 5 kilometers where you get the same time as the bunch if you did crash. Pink jersey way on the left-hand side of the road. Bahrain's over there, probably trying to stay away from the sprint teams. Looks like we've got a train stopped up above having a... Yeah, they are. They're stopped up above watching the race, it looks like. Just over 5 kilometers to go here, guys. Fab. I think it was Heavy D and the Boys who did a song with the Beach Boys in the 90s. Yeah, it was... yeah, I remember Heavy D. Girls, they love me because he's the overweight lover, Heavy D. Dave saying Toronto's lucky as many bands practice for big tours here. U2, the Stones, that all have all have homes and just show up and would play. Wow. Okay, dudes, I gotta watch the race. I gotta watch this race now. Tour Tracker seems to be quite a ways ahead of me. I don't like that. How far ahead are they? Gonna watch this closely here. Tour Tracker saying 4.3, Flow Bikes now saying 4.7. Where did that kilometer go? How did it just magically come back? Unibet Rose Rockets on the front, guys. 2 Rose Rockets, Lucas Kubis, 2 more Rose Rockets there. Dylan Groenewegen probably sitting 5th wheel there. I'm watching right now. NSN starting to lurk on the far left-hand side of the screen. Getting frantic back there, guys. Groupama FDJ, I think Paul Penhote is at this race. He can't sprint. Lidl Trek now moving up, guys. 4 riders strong. Jonathan Milan sitting on the back there. Now taking a hard right over train tracks. Over train tracks, guys. I think what we're seeing here, I think that was this turn right here, guys. I think that was this turn here, perhaps. Although that's a weird looking train. There are train tracks there. So that's probably where we just went through. I'm going to zoom this out. You can watch this guy go all the way till we see those 2 90-degree death corners coming up. Unibet controlling the front. 4 kilometers to the finish. Chat it up, dudes. Princess House is in Bridle Path. Oh, really? Go Rockets, go. Dude, I'd love to see Groenewegen. I'd love to see Kubis win. I would love to see Kubis win. Decathlon coming up. Probably Tobias Lund Andersen and another Unibet rider. Unibet massing on the front. Here comes the two-door train now. Lucas Kubis sitting 2nd for Unibet. Going through a big, massive roundabout here. Pretty chill roundabout. Nothing crazy. So that would have been, I think this part. There's a little bit of a roundabout here. Well, it's definitely, but it's a big, wide one. Nothing crazy for them to go through. They just kind of flew through at top speed. 3 kilometers to go, guys. And jumping back to PCS. Yep. Now we're ahead. Kind of bizarre to me. Maybe that was the big roundabout we went through, or yeah, whatever. Looking, the water will be over on the left-hand side. We're really close to the water here, guys. Under the 3 kilometer banner now. Unibet is setting all the pace on the front. Soudal's moving up with Paul Magnier. Tudor's involved. Alpecin wants to get in here too. Aha, there's that. I just saw this thing. There's a tower here in the middle of the road. There's that tower. I'm watching that on screen. There's a tower here and there's another one. There's the other tower. Come on! I love seeing stuff on maps like that and correlating it to what I'm seeing here. So they just kind of zip between these 2 towers. All out horsepower at the front, guys. 2.4 kilometers, 1.5 miles. Soudal driving, Unibet driving. Lucas Kube is still up there. One of the Soudal guys just peels off. Paul Magnier probably sitting 10th, 12th wheel. Milan sitting directly on his wheel. Where's Mikkels? Mikkels should be nearby. Looks like Kubis is doing all the work. So Kubis is obviously just a lead-out guy now for Groenewegen. Unibet, here we go. Unibet Roosrock is driving all the way. Liedel Trek pushing hard on the front all the way. Kubis gets ahead of him now. 3 riders from Decathlon pulling right up beside the Rose Rockets team. Dudes, we're getting to Sketchville coming up. Sketchville alert. We're going to be taking a hard left-hand corner followed by 2 super nasty rights. These teams know they have to be at the front on these corners. I think if you're far back, you're not going to overtake them. Decathlon, 1 rider pulls off. Lucas Kubis burying himself. Arm flicks, he's done. We still have, I think, the Kopecky bros up front here. I think we got both the Kopecky bros. I think they're taller dudes. Holland, Groenewegen all the way. Just going to absolutely destroy themselves here. Remember, I'm slightly behind here. Not going to look at that. They're going through those corners now. Let's hope everyone stays upright. I think if you're like 10, 20 riders back, you're not going to catch on now after these corners. Magnier sitting 8th wheel. Milan looks like he's in 7th wheel. Milan's alone now. He's using the Rose Rockets voice. He's sitting on Groenewegen's wheel right now. Yep, 3 Rose Rockets here. So I think this is the left-hander I'm talking about. I'm not looking here. On to the cobbles. These are the cobbles that Aaron mentioned. They look greasy. Yeah, so we're going to have 2 hard right-hand corners now on these cobbles. It's quite bumpy here too. Rose Rocket pulls off. We've got 2 Rose Rockets boys up front. Guys, hang on for these. I'd want to be in these corners first. Magnier, about 5th position. Magnier's positioned perfectly. Crash, 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 crash. They all slid on the cobbles. Magnier's delayed. Groenewegen's down. Milan stopped. Who designed this finish? Who designed this finish? You can almost see a shine to the cobbles. And here's a random Astana guy going for the win. I love it. Random Astana guy and a Soudal guy trying to redeem this for Magnier. Magnier's still up, guys. Magnier is up and he's trying to catch back on. He's riding currently 3rd wheel. Astana wins the stage. Soudal gets 2nd. Paul Magnier, 3rd place. Paul Magnier gives it a at the finish. Dudes, crappy finish. Crap finish. Like, dude, you could see the shine on the cobbles. I know as an amateur cyclist, yeah, I'm slowing down for that. Kubis did an incredible job there, guys. They'll all get the same time, I would imagine. Still got Movistar riders hanging out back there. I have no idea who won. It's Ballerini. Ballerini is fast, guys. Ballerini wins. Jasper Stuyven gets 2nd. Ballerini is a fast dude. Wow, they don't even show his PCS stats here. How come? 31 years old. I think Ballerini, guys, let's just see. How good is the memory? 2nd place, last stage, Tour de France last year. Let's have a look. Let's see, Colin. Let's see. Davide Ballerini finished second place last year, stage 21, Tour de France. Wow, that's 10 months ago. But more importantly, he gets first place today. Surprise winner. Yeah, dude, this last corner on the cobbles is horrible. Both rockets go down at the exact same time. Maybe just, those cobbles. And this is my description. They're polished. They're just slippy. They go down. Movistar rider lies down. Paul Magny gets caught in it. Puts a foot down almost as a Mathieu van der Poel and rides straight through it. Did a pretty good job getting his feet back in the pedals, passing a bunch of riders to get third place. Jasper Stuyven second, but give it to Davide Ballerini taking first place there for Astana. Yeah, that was crazy. Drew says, remind me why sprint stages bore me. Unibet rockets were doing great until they didn't. Yeah, dude. I'm watching it here, the replay. Jasper Stuyven's is back tire is just fishtailing around, trying to get traction as he's powering. He's seated as well, trying to get back on Ballerini's wheel. Wow. What a finish. Dude, give it up for Astana. They've had a good race so far. Astana has worn the pink jersey, and they win a stage here. Yeah, Ballerini, Stuyven, Paul Magny, Jensen Plowright for Alpecin Premier Tech, Ben Turner, Alec Segart did get up there, Luca Mazzato, Filippo Magli, Enrico Zanoncello, and Casper Van Oyden for Team Picnic, Post, and L. One of the Movistar riders is being assisted back to the finish line here by his teammate, pushing him all the way. I'm not sure if he's bleeding on his face or not. I'm trying to see that. He can't pedal at all. I don't know if he's broken his drivetrain. Yeah, right across the finish line. Yeah, guys, the lights of the cars are glaring off this road here. It's just a super slippery, polished surface. And it looks like it might have started. It did. It started raining after the finish. So we're lucky that the race finished like 3 minutes ago. 11th pro win for David Ballerini. His first at the Giro and second this year after the 7th stage of the Tour of Turkey 12 days ago. So 2 wins in 13 days. 12 days, whatever. Dude, crazy finish. Yeah, Astana's having a great week, Aaron. Yeah, we needed a yellow flag and an extra 10K to reset. Okay, I don't need to see those emails. Yeah, Dave saying another reason why 6 minutes is a gape and not a gap. Why put the sprint on cobbles? Exactly. The organizers did a crappy job. That's why I said crap about 20 times. Now raining. Oh, Napoli, Italy's third largest city. Founded as Neapolis by the Greeks. Dudes, you know what's hilarious? I'll show you hilarious. You guys are like, Colin, stop doing this. Blue dot, where I live. Blue dot, where I live. Lo and behold, Neapolis. This is the mighty metropolis of Neapolis. This is it. That's it. At one point in the 1800s, this is one of the main gateways for people to immigrate into Western Canada. When it was like, come on out, get your free land. Come farm, come homestead. There was a 3-story hotel out here. There was lawyers, everything. Now it's just a cluster of, that. Dude, awesome finish there. Awesome, but not awesome. Really nice sprint finish there for Astana. Yeah, dude, terrible corner. The Unibet guys, watch the replay guys, they go down at the exact same time. And the Movistar rider was right on their heels. Decathlon rider dropped. Another Astana rider hit the ground. Paul Magny, though, dude, at this point, he's probably in 12th place. Fights his way back up through everyone into third. There was a bit of an uphill assault at the finish here, probably 300 meters, slightly uphill dragging. Watching Stuyven's wheel fishtailing around here. Dude, over and over. Insane. Rain and cobbles from Aaron, the sardine sandwich of a bike race. Exactly. We got a new guy here as well. Jazz Collins Cork is today's... Dude, stage just finished. Weird finish. David Ballerini for Astana wins after the Rose Rockets crashed on the final corner. Manier went down, a Movistar rider went down, another Astana decathlon went down. Jasper Stuyven gets second place. Astana's dancers, I like that. Drew saying, okay, pedal mashers and pedal spinners, more fun mañana. Guys, don't forget tomorrow's Blockhouse. 244 kilometer war. It's going to be an absolute war out there. Can't wait for tomorrow's stage from Bicycle Monkey from the Sioux. Dude, we're going to see you tomorrow. Aaron's saying the right-hander looked off camber as well. Yeah, dude, I hope no one's hurt after that. They were moving. I'm not too sure. Fab saying Astana did really well here last year as well. It got lost in the year, but it was good tour for them. Yeah. Dude, great stage today. Nothing's going to change in the GC today. Tomorrow, she's a brick house. Yeah, she is a brick house. Dudes, thanks for joining me today. I think I'm ready to jump. Yeah, dude, I'm going to start my day. And, dudes, I'm going to get myself psyched for Blockhouse. If I go on at 2:30. If I go on at 3 a.m., I hope someone's going to be here. I hope. I'll probably be hanging out with a bunch of Italians. That's it. They'll be like, who's this idiot? I'll be like, it's me. Colin, Inside Cycling Worlds. Guys, that's where I'm going to end it. See you guys soon.